We've all said it just about once. So.
All right.
I'm ready.
But is everybody ready?
Do you want to hold on to this, or should I just delete it?
Yeah.
To the friendship bowl with you.
Oh, friendship. Run.
All right, let's get started, you guys.
Okay.
So, Neverwinter is no more. Struck by a falling star, the city bathed in eldritch fire on that wolf eve. The tumultuous aftermath brought chaos, families torn asunder. 10 years later, monsters stalk the haunted streets of Neverwinter. Caught against rival factions struggling to rule the rubble, several unlikely partners venture forth into the crumbling city in search of riches, renown, and revenge. Neverwinter is a ruined city, and it has been for the last 10 years. The party is finally venturing back into this city of doom, woe, and so much misfortune. Some seeking riches, some knowledge, and others fame. You begin with your group gathering in the northeast fields outside of the city, atop a hill known as the Old Eckerman Mill. A place outside of the city which has become a gathering point for adventurers, fortune seekers, bandits, and treasure hunters. Their last stop before delving into the ruined city. Eckerman Mill is an old wooden mill. The farmhouse is long since dilapidated, and its top crumbled to ruin. But the wooden mill still stands, creaking in the wind of the overcast skies. The machinery is broken down, but all around the mill are the remains of dozens of campsites, the prior adventurers that have visited the city before you. All manner of graffiti has been left on the walls as names, one by one, have been etched. Names of previous groups of adventurers that have come into Neverwinter, some of which now bear deep scratches and gouges, marked with the date that they passed away. Other groups, their names are still intact, perhaps because they all made it out alive, or perhaps because not a single one of them did. Looking through the etchings, there are also many warnings of doom and danger. Some asking, has anyone made it to the crater? Or whatever happened to that old Black Ivory Inn? And has anyone found the gold and treasure vaults by the Guild Hall? And one that says, don't go to Slaughterstone Square. And has anyone ever been inside the castle? And lastly, don't climb the walls. All of these sprawled all across the walls of the mill. Questions almost like a communal message board. Questions from the past few years from those that have dared to enter the Neverwinter. Trying to leave what scraps of information they can for each other, or perhaps to mislead potential rivals to their doom. So you guys are here at Eckerman Mill to meet with an old contact of yours named River, a mage of the Amethyst Academy, who has sent you to the ruins on a few errands before. Neverwinter has become a haunted and dangerous city in the last 10 years since the Falling Star claimed it. And now you have been asked a few times to head into the city by river to collect these strange stones, the fragments of the meteor. Pieces of this mineral that people have started calling delirium, a dangerous but magically potent mineral. It's not quite clear what it might do yet, although people of the spellcasting provisions have found it quite addicting and useful. You have been meeting River here at the mill to deliver what fragments of delirium you have been able to collect within the outskirts of the city, but now it's time to bring in a big haul. The pieces of delirium, the scraps, might be useful for a spell or material component here and there, but a larger trove is needed to serve the interest of the Amethyst Academy. And that is where River has tasked you with collecting a large chunk. Everybody with me so far?
Yep.
All right, so you guys are currently at Eckerman Mill. Eckerman Mill is on a low hill overlooking the city of Neverwinter. It is marked right here. From here, you can see the rolling Cairn Hills with many graveyards, burial sites of the nobles that once lived in the city. From there, you can see the outskirts of Neverwinter and the city walls as they loom in the distance. The castle itself was built on this rising rocky hill that rests along the river. A major river that is the great way for trade that was the lifeblood of the kingdom when it was still alive. Now you look out at a dusky night sky as dusk begins to fall over the city. over billowing purplish clouds that cast the city in this iridescent light. There's very rare moments when the clouds part in Neverwinter these days. And when there is daylight, the sunbeams almost scorn upon the city, like they don't want to shine on it direct.
Yeah. But I didn't know if you received it or not. I just wanted to let you know.
As night is beginning to fall, you can see in the distance an oscillating corona of octarine light. Octarine is the color of magic which blossoms around Neverwinter and erupts from various points in the city, the most prominent of which is where the crater is, the spot where the meteor landed in the city 10 years ago and wiped out most of the population in the city, leaving behind a twisted and ruined landscape. But much of the city still remains. In fact, the towering buildings of the cathedral and of the castle still loom over the city. The city walls, for the most part, are still intact. Cobblestone streets that weave through crumbling stone buildings and slate shingle rooftops. The city walls are now covered with ash and soot. Most of the city was on fire for quite a while afterwards, and in some time since, the place has become overgrown as more buildings collapse. But of course, like nothing else, there are three great buildings of the city that loom out over Neverwinter. The great castle, Never, perched on a cliff atop a hill. The castle is an imposing stained black tower, stopped by high steeples and spear points with a massive central spire. In the castle, you can see, even though it's a few miles away, it is decorated with stone gargoyles. You have seen them every day that you are near the city, but you've never seen them resting in the same place twice. Looming almost as high, actually higher still than the castle itself, towers the Amethyst Academy, the tallest building in Neverwinter. It has a massive hole on the side of the tower, but the tower floats still in defiance, even after a piece of the meteor struck right through the side of the building. And finally, there are the great spires of the old Cathedral of the Sacred Flame, which even now the bells still chime at midnight. Getting into the inner part of the city is quite challenging. There are 4 main gates that lead into the city. The remnants of the old city watch still maintain their hold over the Shepherd's Gate, but they do not allow anyone to pass through the gate as it is still a violent area, full of scavengers, bandits, and even monsters. Let's actually go into the city map.
Was it a shitty map or a shitty map?
A shitty map.
Oh, this is a lot bigger.
All right.
Okay,
Switch
so
to
we,
line.
our stuff is labeled. Yay! So castle.
So yes, we
Magic
have Castle Castle Never right here. We have the Amethyst Academy Mage Tower on the right. So the meteor struck through part of that tower and then collided into the crater here. So the first place I mentioned is Shepherd's Gate. There are 4 gates into the city.
We are roughly like where this candle is. Did you say?
Correct. Farther out than that.
Further
You're
out,
about
but that
you're about
direction.
2 miles out of town,
Okay.
possibly maybe 3. Actually, that's not wrong. You're about 5. All right.
All
So
this
the first
city
gate is what?
is like the sprawl, all the stuff outside the walls.
Yes, that is all
destroyed?
outside of the walls, and then to the south is the spokes. The
Right,
sprawls
but
is kind of
Is that
more
inhabited
rundown.
now or no?
No, none of them are.
Okay.
There are some people that have managed to survive here this whole time, but they're not the friendliest of people, and
So-
you won't find many.
And you say the town's watch still man these gates?
Yes, the town's watch still mans Shepherd's Gate, trying to reclaim the city.
Wait, just Shepherd's Gate?
Yes, they only have control over Shepherd's Gate.
Is it a
And-
strong control?
Not really.
So we can take the gate, boys.
So this isn't the academy, right? This is the actual first episode of the campaign, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are not going to do the academy yet.
Okay.
If you guys don't come together as a party, I think you guys are going to do better this time. So we're going to see how it goes.
Okay.
All right. So Shepherd's Gate is run by the City Watch. They are known as the Grey Cloaks. On the left side here, we have Pilgrim's Gate.
It says champions.
I'm sorry, Champion's Gate. Yeah. Where was I? Okay, so this a group of religious pilgrims, an offshoot of the Sacred Flame, now call themselves the Falling Fire. They gather at Champion's Gate to worship the falling star, but they do not allow anyone to pass unless they follow their new radical faith. The other two southern gates are controlled by the monsters that roam the city. Don't go over the city walls. No one has ever been able to scale them and live to tell the tale. There are other methods for entering the city, though. You could always use the old sewers, a maze of tunnels and dungeons, but what lurks down there is even worse than what lurks on the streets above. As you guys look out over the city, you hear a rough set of steps approaching over the hill. There are two pairs, one very light and one very quiet, heavy like a pair of armored boots. A moment later, you can see in the flickering torchlight around your campfire the person approaching. She's a woman, a tiefling, with her hood drawn up over her head, but you can still see out of her hood a long kind of wavy blue hair hanging down. You see her mottled brown skin as she pulls back her hood, and you can see the familiar spectacles of River, your old friend. She smiles warmly as you approach, and following up behind her is a looming figure clad in plate mail, its face shrouded in darkness, holding in his hands its shield and a flaming longsword. "It's good to see you," she says.
It's good to see you again.
So I'm glad to see you guys all made it here safely.
Thanks
Yes,
for having
friends.
us.
Good to see you, finally see you in person again.
So, let's get straight to business then. You guys have procured us several pieces of delirium over the last couple weeks, and we would like for you to gather more.
How much more?
It's very
Let's-
dangerous.
We need a larger piece. You guys have brought us small scraps and coins, but we need something far larger now.
I
We
start
are-
like holding my hands out, like starting at like the size of a baseball and slowly just spacing my hands apart. Like,
Tell me when to stop.
She gets to about the size of a basketball.
What do you need all this delirium for? Seems very
Research.
dangerous.
Research, of course. As you guys have probably noticed, this material is very potent. And while the small pieces you guys have given us in the past have served as good arcane components and small trinkets here and there, we think that we could find a lot of value out of a much larger piece.
so I look at I presume man standing next to her and ask, or do I recognize him?
The man, no, he is clad in armor and his face is blackened out by his helmet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would I recognize him?
You also would not. You would know that the higher ranks are. You would know, Dan, that this is a golem
Oh, okay.
and it is
Okay.
a bodyguard.
Would I be aware enough to know that, or would I try to introduce myself?
You would probably introduce yourself.
Hello, how are you doing? He doesn't talk much, does he?
He just stares at you and says nothing. Don't mind him, River says. He's just an escort.
If you have such powerful escorts, what do you need us for?
You are our errand boys.
Quit trying to derail us already.
I don't like delirium, so I don't even know why I would be on this quest.
What is the name
Um,
again?
Delirium is
It's the stuff
part
that
of the
Ragu blew
meteor.
up.
It's the shit that I blew up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that shit, so why would I be here?
You,
Well, why
you're a
did
different
You need to
character.
come up with a reason why you're here then.
Yeah.
I hired you all. I invited you all to come
Yes,
with me.
you guys were originally hired except for Lewis. Everybody else was hired by Dan.
Okay. How much are we working for, Dan?
Wait, how much we what?
How much am I?
How much you
how
paying
much-
us?
How much is my
Oh.
time worth to you, Dan?
It's not Dan that's paying; it's River
Okay.
that's paying.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
She
I
just hired him and told him to find.
Okay.
yeah
I
find
understand now.
friends to work
So
with.
it's
Yeah.
indirect. Dan's the assistant manager.
A simple
With the
crew.
exception of Zalin. I think that's how you're wanting to pronounce it.
Yeah, could everybody say their name one time for me, just so?
Oh, it won't matter. Everybody's gonna say their names the way they want to say them.
I am Oliviel Al-Karim, but you don't have to say it like that.
I'm calling
no,
you
just
Ali.
Oliviel is fine.
I'm
Al.
calling you
Keep
Ali.
Bacchus since it's already there.
Oliviel is just fine.
And so I could confuse
Carp, Durin, Josh, say yours. Bacchus.
Bacchus.
Bacchus. And Lewis, say yours one time. Zalin.
Zalen, but Zalen works.
Zalen.
Zaylin.
Okay, like Salen.
Kalen.
Like the phone. Zay. Sorry.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
So, Lewis, where are you at through all this? Because you did not arrive with them. I will let
He's
you
scaling the
introduce
wall.
yourself how you wish.
That's concerning.
That somebody flipped that over. Oh, well, that was the boat, Carrie.
I know.
Oh,
Oh, you
were we
just
not
flipped
supposed to see that?
Doesn't matter now. I'm.
Fucking so curious, Dan.
Well, I thought it was part
I-
of the map, like
I
all the other
just-
stuff.
Noticed the Hall of Justice over here. Like, is Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman all hanging out?
The Hall of Justice is an actual thing in D&D.
Okay.
No, look.
It's a
Hey,
ballista on top.
someone put a ballista where the fucking invisible plane goes. Or invisible jet. What the fuck?
Wow.
It's bullshit. The bullshit Hall of Justice.
So who wasn't originally with us, Carrie?
Lewis.
Well, now we know how
Balin.
to siege the
Balin.
Castle Never.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the topic, boys.
All right, so Lewis, you was hired by River herself. She approached you and asked you to be this group's guide.
So then I would have come up with her probably.
Because you're the
You-
he's the navigator, right?
No, because she would have just told you to meet her here. So you would
Okay.
either most likely you're already here. If you want to be hiding, that's fine. If you wanted to walk out earlier and meet everybody, that's also fine.
I would have walked out and introduced myself
Okay.
before she'd gotten here.
All right.
And we, to be clear, we do all know each other, so we would still know who.
Yes. You have not seen Zalin
Salen.
in a couple years, but you do know of him
Gotcha.
and get along with, or have got along with him.
We all met at Vandalin, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So River will continue. Word on the street is there are several smaller craters around the city. Many have been plundered already, but I have heard from outside sources that there is one still untouched near an old tavern called the Rat's Nest. It's located on the northeast outskirts of the city. I'm sure the navigator I recruited for you will know how to get there.
Zalin, are you a navigator?
So you're saying outside the wall?
That works.
So yes, outside the wall.
Yes, this should not be difficult.
In which this case you are familiar with where it's at, Lewis.
Yeah, so it would not be
You've been
difficult to
back
get to.
several times.
How long do you think?
Do
and if
be
you
careful with
have-
touching the delirium. It for the most part, it's
It's very
it
volatile.
burns. Yes. We've had peculiar incidences. Some of the more beast-like races seem to not be
Why are you
affected.
staring at me?
And yes, she is staring at you as she says this. But many cannot touch it with their bare hands.
I guess we know who's carrying the goods.
We lizard folk are superior. It is
We are offering the exact weight in gold for the size of the delirium you find.
We will bring
How-
you back a big piece.
How heavy is delirium, though?
It can be
Does
quite
that-
heavy.
I can carry it.
I'm
You
very.
can't touch
He
it.
flexes his muscles.
I do flex, and it's impressive.
Everyone is very astonished.
Yes, everyone is like, "Oh God!" Don't know where he got the baby oil, but he is glistening.
He just
Also,
You would have olive
regular
oil on you. Probably there's some kind of oil for cooking.
Yeah, that's actually true.
I am sorry to interrupt, but there's one other thing. This mission is to be handled with absolute discretion and speed. The Academy would rather the other groups in the area, such as the City Watch and those religious pilgrims, we'd rather them not know about our activity in the city. Your continued discretion means continued employment.
Guess
I
the
don't like your
Academy's up to their old
underhanded-
tricks again, eh?
Yeah. I
What
don't
was
like
that?
Your underhanded
I said,
notions.
I guess the Academy's still up to their old tricks, eh?
Yes, as you would be familiar with. We like to remain under the radar when possible.
Didn't you get kicked out because you're no good?
No, in fact, we have brought prosperity and power to
I'm
most
talking to
of the.
Dan.
He meant
Oh.
Olivia.
Yeah, yes. He had a couple unfortunate events that led to his expulsion.
I would have been fine if you hadn't turned me in.
Oh,
Something
now
we
don't you
might call
dare go blaming me for that.
Regardless, that's all in the past.
Yes, let's not discuss it in front of your companions.
Please tell me she has like a little dog or something, so that Dan could be like, I would have gotten away with it too. If it wasn't a little dog. Stupid dog.
I
Anyway,
would like to meet you guys here tomorrow by noon.
We will do our best.
Okay. I will see you guys then. And she begins to walk away, and as soon as she gets just a few feet out, the bodyguard proceeds to follow her.
I don't know why we're taking on this mission. I don't like this stuff. It's evil. Not natural.
It's worth a lot of money.
Money means nothing. It's all about the world. You guys are corrupting it.
Maybe they're trying to use it to fix this town.
We will see. Let's do this then. Lead on, whatever
Uh-oh.
your name is.
Slowly.
Isn't it
Zaylen.
nightfall?
Leland.
Isn't it nightfall?
It is.
It's
But
probably
you guys
better
would
things
also
in
know
shadows.
it is best to search for delirium at night because it glows at night.
Zaylen, what kind of enemies do we
As
have
you
to
guys
run
look out
into?
upon the city from this hilltop, you can see pockets of this purplish glow, almost like lamps glowing within the city of where the delirium is lighting up almost the entire city. It's not a bright light, but it is enough light that you can see large parts of the city from up here.
Would casting something like detect magic help us find it, or would it just be like so overwhelmingly magic everywhere that I wouldn't be able to pinpoint stuff?
Well, there is the haze. You guys would be familiar with it slightly.
Do we know about the wild magic with it? Or no?
Would not know about that. You guys would just know that the haze, it is very light on the outskirts of the city. None of you except for Zalen, God, it's gonna take me a little while, have been
Yeah,
in.
Well, it makes me think of the dwarves in The Hobbit. Like Dallin and Dwellin.
The
and-
problem is I can't see his name tag either. Lewis, can you
Yeah.
put your name tag like right here?
um,
So I can see it.
Zalen, wasn't it? Yeah.
Zalen,
Zalen
yeah.
is the only one that's actually been inside the city. And
Well,
he
after the
after the meteor fell, correct.
yeah.
And he knows very well that the haze in certain areas is so thick it is extremely deadly, extremely quickly to be in.
Where is the clock tower, by the way?
I did not put that in here.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was part of the thing you sent, so I was just kind of curious.
Yep, you are correct. So you would know where it is. Let's see. I'm gonna blindfold everybody. Lewis, you can remove yours until you guys actually get to it. Lewis, you know it is about right here.
Okay.
Okay.
All
All right.
Zaylan, why don't you lead the way? Get us into some trouble.
Be very careful. Follow me and do not make a lot of noise. So we'll head into town, I guess.
Are we
Alright.
gonna
Cautiously,
stealth the whole
very
way?
stealthily. We can't
Okay.
really
You guys
stealth,
are gonna move
but
carefully. For the most part, when you're traveling, you're either traveling carefully, normally, or fast.
carefully.
And
I-
if you're traveling carefully, you can use stealth. If you're traveling fast, everybody gets advantage on perception.
Just so you
Disadvantage, you
guys
mean?
know, I have pass without a trace that gives us plus
Oh,
damage.
yeah, that's
for
right. You
stealth.
get disadvantage on perception, but they have advantage against you for noticing.
Okay,
you.
yeah.
So do
Did you
you
have
cast Pass without a trace?
Not yet.
Do know
Well,
I have filled Lewis in, so you guys are free to ask him some questions, and for the most part, he could probably answer a lot of them. And if he can't, then I will determine if he needs to know more.
Gotcha.
All right, so you guys start making your way down the hill through the Cairn Fields. The Cairn Fields are grave sites of people that were family members that they recovered from the ruins and gave them a proper burial. This is a very massive field of small grave markers, most of which are just sticks tied together. Some are just piles of stone. Very few are an actual tombstone. As you make your way through the gravesite, you start to reach the outer parts of the sprawl, which is the very run down lower income side of Neverwinter. Most of these buildings were wood or thatch, and very few survived the devastation of the meteor. Every once in a while, you will come across a stone building that, for the most part, is intact, most of which, though, the roofs were still collapsed. As you start to head in, you start off on the main road, and right as you enter the city, there is a dead horse laying right across the center of the road. As you guys walk past it, you notice that this horse has been here every time you guys have come into the city, and it has not decayed at all since then.
What an atrocity. We must
In
do
fact-
something about this.
Nothing within the city decays. It is
Oh,
almost
well-
like time has stopped.
Never mind. I cannot do anything about this.
It's an unnatural thing. Most speculate that it is brought on by the haze. Do you guys travel down the main roads, or do you guys take some of the off roads and alleys to get to where you need to go?
I
We'd
would
stay on the
probably-
off roads.
Yeah, we would follow.
The
Sounds like-
navigator.
Yeah, we'd stick to the off roads. We don't want to be seen.
Okay.
I have faith in his
While we were doing
Leadership.
that, I would be asking Zaylen, sorry, what we would be likely to encounter in this area.
There is much to encounter. Just about every creature you can think of has been here. Lots of undead.
Ooh, I love fighting undead. Let's kill lots of undead.
When we've been here before, Carrie, what have we run into most often?
For the most part, you guys have mostly just ran into a couple cutthroats and bandits.
Gotcha.
Other mercenary groups out here trying to scavenge for what they can.
So
For
not-
the most part, the sprawl, it does have some creatures that wander around, but you guys have done a fairly good job of avoiding them so far.
Yeah, I'd imagine most things are attracted to this, correct?
To what?
All the crystal and all the power.
That is still to be discovered.
Delirium or whatever.
Okay.
Zaylen, why don't you send our little sneaky carp forward and give him an idea where we're going so he can scout out for us?
I mean, I don't think we'd have to, but if you want.
You and Carp have the least, the worst vision of us all. I don't think either of you leading us ahead would do us much good.
Why do we have the worst vision?
I have dark vision.
As do I.
I can see in the dark.
Even here, due to the light haze, while it's not enough to burn the skin, you can still only see about 300 feet in front of you.
Gotcha.
Right, but we're also in the dark, aren't we?
You are, but that is on the best of conditions.
What the fuck? A lizard doesn't have dark vision? What is this? stupid shit?
All right, so you guys are traveling for a couple hours, and Zaylen, you know you are starting to come up on the location you know of as the Rat's Nest Tavern. Anybody that grew up in this area knew that the Rat's Nest was a rundown but very popular place to go and drink back in the day. As you guys start to approach the area, you notice that one of the stone buildings, its foundations are mostly intact. Some of the wooden structure, especially the roof, are collapsed. But as you look at it, you notice that it's no longer stone. It is pure crystal now.
Wait, like the wall is pure crystal? Is that what
The
you said?
stone foundation
The stone
is
foundation.
now crystal.
Can
Like meteor crystal?
Not meteor crystal, just almost like a,
quartz or something?
yeah, like a quartz.
Yes,
Okay.
the stone has been crystallized.
Exactly.
Okay.
Um,
I don't even know. I would like just go look at it. I probably wouldn't touch it.
You go to look at it, and it looks odd. It's hard to explain what might have caused this.
This is an
Oh.
abandoned building, or this is where some people live?
It's an abandoned building. It's in ruins. The roof is completely caved in and is filling the interior space of the building.
I would touch it.
It's smooth,
This is
cold.
weird.
It's so unnatural. We should do something about this.
I mean, it's the opposite. It's turning natural from man-made.
No, it is not natural. It should not be here. Don't make up stuff.
You've noticed a few peculiar things similar to this throughout the city. To most, your best guess is this was part of what happened with the meteor. It caused these strange events throughout the city to happen. Almost like bursts of random magic.
Very odd.
You guys
I'm gonna-
continue on, and Zaylen points out the building, and it is the old tap house, the old tavern. You look around, and you don't see the sign anymore. It used to have a very elegant sign that hung just above the door. As you look around, you notice that the sign is now on the opposite side of the street, almost like a shuriken stabbed into the side of another building.
I'm getting a bad feeling. Somebody with better eyes than me should keep an eye out. I
For
think
the
we're
most
being
part,
followed.
the building is still intact. There is a large hole in the ceiling, but the ceiling itself and the roof did not collapse from it. It
And where are we right
definitely
now?
shows you are just outside of the Rat's Nest Tavern.
Yeah.
So the Rat's Nest Tavern itself is the building is in relatively good condition considering the buildings around, but it is very obvious that something fell through that roof.
Gotcha.
Outside of the building, though, in the middle of the street, is the top half of a dead humanoid.
I would investigate to make sure that it was in fact dead.
All right, roll me an investigation.
That looks like lunch.
Investigation. Sure.
I look over at Vacus. Yeah, but for who?
For me, obviously.
Well, half of him's missing, friend.
16.
I don't know
Even-
about for you.
Even better, I don't have to
So-
carve him up.
As you get closer and start to look at this upper torso, you notice that the bottom half, his legs and waist, are nowhere to be found. Closer inspection, you see that he has claw and scratch marks across his body. And you can see what looks like drag marks leading into the Rat's Nest Tavern.
I'm gonna go inspect him. Does he look like a bandit or just like a normal citizen?
He has very worn clothing. And you can see that he had 2 daggers.
Does it look like he was like bitten in half or pulled apart?
It's hard to say. With
You
the-
guys don't mind if I take a bite, right?
Do the claw
He's
marks look
already dead.
familiar?
I think that whatever did this is inside.
you can also give me an investigation, Zaylen.
Okay. Did everybody hear me? I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't hear you.
What did you say?
I will say it in my normal voice. I think whatever did this is inside the tavern.
That's a
Um,
given with the blood trail, sir.
Well, while we're waiting here, I can send my raven in
I would like
and
to
pull
ready
my.
my axe.
You can't quite tell what it is.
Do you
You've
guys-
seen multiple types of scratch marks, but these aren't distinguishable.
Do you guys mind if I take a bite?
Yeah, kinda.
He's already dead. Why do you mind?
Would it be a nature check to figure out what kind of, or a survival check
For what?
Oh,
to figure out what bit him or clawed him?
Zaylen just tried. He could not tell.
Can we tell how fresh it is?
Because of Drakenheim and how corpses don't rot, it's really difficult to
Well,
tell.
wouldn't there be blood everywhere?
There is blood.
Well, I'm gonna sniff it because I'm probably gonna take an arm to eat on the way, but I want to make sure that it hasn't been here forever. So, what kind of check do I gotta take for that? Survival?
Give me a medicine.
You probably don't want to eat that.
Oh, I do. I'm hungry.
You just
Well,
talked
I
about
mean,
how
there's no-
everything in this town is not right. What do you think a body had been here was going to be like?
I will take the chances. I got 12.
Josh,
well, I mean, we
you-
don't know.
Let him eat it.
Vodka, you walk up and kind of sniff around, try and get a scent, see if there's anything still lingering, but you're not detecting any scent that still remains.
I would
I'll
like.
just cut off a finger then and try it.
I'd like to look inside the tavern.
All right. As you start to
Be
approach
careful.
the tavern,
I said I could send in my raven.
If you
all
want.
right. So you're standing, you're still outside of the tavern, looking through, and you can definitely see the drag and blood smears as the lower torso is very clearly dragged through the building. For the most part, though, the building is still covered in dust and soot. Very little of it has been disturbed. But you do notice the haze is a little bit thicker inside the building, and there's a very faint purple glow coming from deeper inside the tavern.
I would say I think we need to go inside.
I think we need to go inside. This might be where we can find some delirium. Just ready yourselves.
I'm with you on that, but
I'm
it's
always
prime area
up.
for it's a prime area for an ambush. Let me send in my raven, and I will. I'm not even waiting. I'm just gonna send my raven in.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
stand in the doorway.
As you look through the raven's eyes, it flies in. The interior is completely dilapidated and destroyed. Most of the tables are broke, chairs are broke. There's dust and soot still everywhere. That's for the most part undisturbed. A lot of cobwebs everywhere. In the very back behind the bar, you see what looks like a crater, a fairly large crater. It spans at least 15 feet in diameter. And the crater is filled with a haze with a very slight purple glow coming from the center. The haze is too thick to really be able to see down in there.
Okay. So I make a mental note of that, and I say that to the party. But I want to look around. Is there any creatures? Is there any like a burrow that I can see?
There doesn't
What-
seem to be any activity.
What are you saying to
Within.
the party?
He told us about the hole in the fog.
Yeah, I told about the crater behind the bar. I'll
What,
send my
Carp?
raven up and
Is Carp gonna tell us?
Is there any
Yes.
glow coming from there?
what?
Is there any glow coming out of the crater?
Yeah, it is.
Alright, are we ready to go in?
Let me try one more thing. Just another moment. I'll send my raven over to land on the bar, and I kind of want him to peek over into the crater.
It's trying to peer in. It doesn't look like it will be able to see much unless it goes into the haze.
Oh fuck! I can always bring it back. I'll send him into the haze.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shalea on my staff.
Okay. All right. So the bird flies into the haze. It is not harmed by it. As it gets closer, it looks around, but it doesn't see anything that could have caused this crater. It sees a few speckles of delirium, some small pieces, but nothing of what you was expecting.
Keep a look around. The crater's empty. Something must have took it.
Well, should we keep going? Or should we go inside? If the crater's empty, I don't see any point in going in there.
Yes, it must have been taken out recently. We should continue.
Okay.
Is there like an upstairs or anything in the tavern?
At this point, go ahead and roll me perception for your bird.
Thank you. Fuck.
The haze is too thick; it can't discern any details of what might have happened to it, whether it was pulled out, dragged out.
Okay. All right. I will bring my bird back. I couldn't tell much in there. Just the crater was empty. I didn't see any drag marks or anything.
I'm gonna go ahead and loot those 2 daggers, Gary.
Okay.
Does anybody want an extra dagger? I only need 1.
I do not use daggers.
I could use a dagger.
Alright, here's you a dagger. I do think I want to take this arm for leftovers later on, though. We do need to eat later on, you know, guys. This corpse is just laying here.
I will
I'm-
prepare food for everyone, but I am not cooking that.
Well, you don't have to cook it. You can eat it just like it is.
I mean, I don't have an issue with you eating humans. I have an issue with you eating something that we don't know what bit the second half, and that could be infected.
I am lizard folk. I will be just fine. But if it bothers
I will
you,
pray for you.
I will leave this corpse, but I expect food later on from
Mhm.
Durian.
We
He
will
already
Mhm.
offered.
I will feed everyone.
Alright.
Little Captain.
And I like kind of, just stand there proudly, like I'm good at this shit. I got this.
Josh, you have
Pretty
experienced his
good.
meals before, and they have been quite impressive.
I know, but lizard folk don't ever leave food behind, so it's kind of
Yeah, it does pain you to
Yeah.
see an easy meal just left to waste.
But if they demand it, I will abide.
Whenever we
your name
leave this,
Zalin, lead the way.
whenever we leave this area, we can get you a fresh kill.
Carp,
That'll be fun.
Carp, can you send your raven to fly high to look for craters? You could
Yeah, I kind of do a little whistle like, and the raven flies off.
We'll continue cautiously walking through as we wait for the raven.
Walking through the tavern?
No, we didn't go in the tavern. We stayed outside. We were walking through.
We figured if there's nothing in the tavern for us, we're not going in.
Oh, we sure there's nothing in the tavern that we can't see. Maybe we should just go in and check it out.
I mean, I didn't see anything with my raven.
Did anybody do a survival check on the blood trail? You'd be able to tell how recent that is.
That's the thing is we can't tell how recent stuff dies in here.
Yeah, he specifically said that.
So
Well, what about the blood trail itself?
that's what we're saying. Like
Based off his role, I did not give any details of how old it was. The only marker I was going to allow is how absorbed it is into the soil.
Yeah.
But based off his role, I did not think that was a credible role to know that.
Sounds good. So Josh, are you going into the tavern or?
I mean, I can't see, so it would really make sense for me to go first. But if you
Torches
guys,
before,
oh, do we have torches?
Yeah.
probably.
Because I don't think my character has a torch, unfortunately.
You
I was looking at his
probably-
equipment and I fucked it up.
Your character has 10 torches on them.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Do you guys want to just go take a look, just in case?
If you want to go in, I will go in with you.
We'll leave Carp out here while he's scouting out, anyways, right? Because he's sending his bird up. Let's just go take a gander.
I'll wait outside with Carp to help him.
Okay, I'm gonna walk
Much
inside
appreciated.
to look.
I'll go in with Bacchus.
Okay, you guys head in. You see the same thing as before. Dilapidated. Everything's torn up, destroyed. A lot of webs, a lot of dust and soot that, for the most part, looks like it's been undisturbed.
No upstairs.
There is no upstairs, and the leading towards the back, you can see most of the bar is destroyed, and there's a massive crater in the back.
Since I'm more resistant, I will go check out the crater. You stay over here, just in case.
Okay.
I kind of look at him like he's a little big for his britches, but okay.
All right,
You
so
walk
Josh,
up to him as you
approach
think
the
to that.
crater, and it has this almost like a pool of haze that kind of rests inside of the crater. It makes it very hard to see anything inside of it without climbing into it.
Is there anything in there?
I don't know. It's very dark. I will poke my beautiful quarterstaff in there just to take a gander.
All right, you poke your staff in and kind of move it around as the haze almost kind of moves and swirls around and then begins to resettle again.
While
But I don't feel anything.
You don't feel anything, no.
while he's
Again,
doing
this
that,
is a 15-foot crater. It's a pretty big drop to go into it.
Is there like a back room that's still intact?
There is a back room, but you would have to remove quite a bit of debris and rubble to access it.
Gotcha.
Would I be able to create a thorn whip and just kind of whip it in there to see if I?
Yeah, you kind of cast the thorn whip spell, melding your quarterstaff into this long vine, and you kind of wish it around, but it doesn't connect with anything.
I think it's a lost cause. Unless you're a little man. You're small. Why don't you crawl in here? It's just too small for me. I'm big.
It's a 15-foot crater.
Yeah, I look at him
I'm
like
very big. Why don't you crawl in there?
I look at him like, what a dick, and I do actually get in and look around.
Are you really? I didn't know you.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna take a step inside and see if I see anything.
Heading into the crater?
Yep.
Okay, make me an athletics check as you try to climb down the steep slopes.
No, he's grabbed my whip and I lowered him down with my superior strength.
Your whip is a very instantaneous thing. It's
Yeah.
not a thing you can maintain.
Well, that's weak.
How's a 21 take you?
That you climb down the edge. It's a nice slope at first, but it gradually kind of levels out.
You kind of do
And-
that quick little stutter step right at the beginning, and then
Yep.
Yep.
So you get down and you can get a better close look. Now you see quite a few small pebbles of delirium. They almost look like flakings that came off of the crash. But you don't see the main chunk. You can see in the center where it rested. Give me a perception check.
oh good.
Don't fuck this
So-
up.
So I would probably pick up those pebbles. That was just a straight 20. 16.
All right, roll me a d6 to see how many little pebbles you find.
Sounds good.
1.
2.
Okay, so you are able to find 2 that you think might be of value to River.
Sounds good.
The others are small, almost grains of sand, and
I will take those like the size of a marble.
the ones you found, yeah, are probably about the size of your dice or a dice.
Sounds good. I will put them in my pocket.
I will lower my tail down to you for.
All right. So now on your perception,
Yes.
you see drag marks coming from where the meteor hit, and you kind of follow them. You have to kind of really you almost have to kneel down to follow them.
Yeah.
And as you do, you notice that this crater's getting deeper as you approach the far end wall. And as you get to the end, you see a hole. It almost looks like a burrow leading underneath the tavern.
So I probably would just, as soon as I realize that, just kind of stop, do an about face, and step out, and
Okay.
Attempt to climb back out. And,
with my tail.
Yeah,
Fine.
Josh assists you in getting back out.
Sweet. So as
What'd
I'm
you
climbing
see
back
down there?
I think that there's a burrow down there. There's drag marks that I think the bigger piece that we're looking for is down on some kind of creature's, I don't know, burrow.
Would we have an idea how big this piece is, Gary?
Based off the impact through the ceiling, you're thinking it's about the size that River was asking you to find.
I really think we should follow this lead. I
How
don't know if we
convenient
should
there,
be
DM.
traversing
Well,
all
she
around
was the
town.
one that sent you here
Right.
based off her sources that there was a large piece here.
Let's go talk to the others. I think.
Yeah. So we'll walk outside, and I'll tell them that what we found.
Guys, I think there's a burrow down here. I think a creature may have taken the bigger meteorite down into its cave.
Reacher took the delirium?
I think so.
How big of a piece was it?
Oh, the perfect size. We should really go get it.
Carp is still in his trance because he's looking through his raven and no one has alerted him.
You
Wait,
think-
Carp.
Do you think one creature did this, or multiple?
I
Who
don't
knows? We will have to find out. I guess I would have seen this.
I'm gonna grab Carp's arm, wake him up.
I snap out of it. What's going on?
They think they found a burrow where the creature might have taken a piece that we're looking for.
Carrie, did my raven see anything while I was having him fly around the block in the area?
It did not. Nothing that would alert you.
Well, I was also looking for other pockets if there was one nearby too.
I didn't notice any. For the
Okay.
most part, the sprawl is pretty well picked.
All right,
Okay.
let's head into the tavern, I guess. Show us, dwarf, where this is.
Yeah, be careful as you step in. It's a little steep right here at the beginning.
Actually, what I would like to do is use some rope that
Okay.
I have on me and adhere it to. I assume part of the bar is still there. Maybe like
Yeah,
the.
you could adhere to a bar. There are a couple posts that kind of hold up the ceiling that you could easily tie it off to as well.
Yep, I'll tie it off so that it's easier for everybody to get down. And
You
I'll go
you
back down
dwarfs are
first.
so smart.
All right, so everybody's able to use the rope. You guys can climb down with no problem.
All right.
How
Well,
bright is it down here?
How what?
Bright is it down here?
It's not super bright. There's a very faint purple glow coming around, but it's hard to see because of how thick the haze is.
This has a torch lit up for Carp to be able to see too. So
Well, I mean, if we want, I can do something without wasting a torch.
Alvale, did you not bring your light spell with you? I'm talking
Well, I
to you,
mean-
Dan. I don't know what the fuck your name is.
it's like I don't know what you're talking about.
Aren't you a wizard?
I'm a wizard. I don't have a light spell.
Here, I mean,
You
my
did-
question is,
I'm a battle mage.
are we wanting to go in stealthily or not? Because
definitely stealthily.
Stealthily.
Okay.
all
I-
the best.
I don't think it's a good idea considering what we saw up there. Whatever this creature might be, it's probably not going to be very friendly.
Probably.
Well, how about this? If we no torches for now, I'll stick near somebody, and if we get noticed, I will light up the area with ease.
Sounds good.
Durin,
is
do you want me to
roots.
take lead, or you want to lead?
I'll go in first.
Okay. What kind of dark vision you have?
I believe
60 foot.
60 foot.
Yeah, how the
Is
fuck
that
does
all?
a wizard
As
who
do
sees
I.
with heat
Oh,
not see in the dark?
I have 120 feet dark vision.
Okay, I'll let you take point and I'll be right
Um,
behind you.
Being a hunter, can you look for tracks?
I mean, it's
I know
gonna be
you-
drag
you-
marks.
Well, you were asking if you thought there were multiple, if he saw tracks for multiple or not.
And
I
then
wasn't sure if he'd be interested in looking.
I would like to roll for stealth. So should we do that now?
Yes.
Well, doesn't
group
one person
stealth
have
check?
Doesn't somebody have a spell to help us with this?
I don't know if I really want to cast a level 2 spell already.
You definitely want to if we want to try to be stealthily. It always helps because we can get a surprise round if we see it.
We see it.
surprise
You guys
rounds.
fuck this up.
Big
and make
fat
me waste my
asterisk.
level 2 spell. I'm gonna be pissed. So I'm gonna cast fucking Pass Without a Trace.
So that gives us plus 10 to our addition, right?
Yep, everybody gets a plus 10 to their stealth,
Nice.
as long as you are within 30 feet of Josh.
We're traveling in a group, so.
Cool.
All right, so, Zaylin, as you approach the burrow and you start to peer in, you notice it is a very steep downgrade as this burrow goes down at least 15 feet, what you can see, and then it starts to veer to the right. And how much further from there it goes, you do not know. But it, due to the rain that has fallen through the hole in the ceiling and then washed down the crater and into this burrow, the slope looks very difficult to climb down because of the mud.
So I do have a 50-foot rope. Would it be able to go down this section as well?
You can throw it down there and see.
I will do that.
Whatever, tie it onto somebody and have somebody go and see how far it is.
I thought you were going first.
Well, I don't mind going. I just want you to tie it around me.
Yeah, you're super small and
Yeah.
probably light. Let's do
I'll I'll tie the end around him. And do you want like a strength check to have me lower him down?
Who are you tying it off to? It's generally not good to tie it off to a person.
Well, the other end of the rope is still tied off to the post,
Oh, okay. So you're leaving one tied to the post and one end tied to a person.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
Okay.
lower him.
Yeah,
down.
we're gonna lower somebody down.
Okay. That's fine.
Did you want to check for that, or
I want a dexterity or acrobatics check to see if you can maintain your footing.
All right, what's that? Acrobatics, you said?
Yep.
13.
All right. So as you're being let down, you're trying to keep your footing, and for the most part, you're able to find some roots and some rocks to keep yourself maintained and stop yourself from sliding down.
So he reached the bottom then, and he can actual walk now.
Are you going all the way to the bottom?
Going as far as the rope will take me.
Okay. So you keep going down, and it's about 25 feet, and you finally do reach the bottom.
What do I see?
Hold up. I will kind of point in the general direction down the hole, and I'm going to cast message. After a minute or so, I'll be like, to Zalin, have you made it down yet?
I've made it down, and I see. What do I see?
yeah?
So as you make it to the bottom, there is a pretty large pool of water, large puddle where it has gathered at the base of this. From there, it's a pretty open space, probably about 20 feet on each side. The ceiling, though, only goes up to maybe 7-8 feet.
So it's massive in here.
It's fairly well open, and in the distance, you can see another burrow.
I like how
Another
somebody
network.
caught my joke there.
Yeah, I got it. It's at least 2 people high in here.
Oh yeah,
Or at
No,
least 3
no.
almost.
3, yeah.
Not for us bigger folk.
Okay, so it looks like it's
All right,
clear.
so what is everybody else doing?
I think it's safe to come down. Maybe keep somebody ready.
I will climb down next.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
alright.
climb down, too.
I will communicate his message to the rest of the party since they didn't hear
Who
him.
is going next? Tell me the order you're going in.
Me.
I should. Oh yeah, let him go, and then me.
Okay, so Durin, then Faka, Focus,
Focus.
then Carp, and last Olaviel.
Oliviel.
Just
But
change that.
People
fucking
can
name.
just say V.
All right, I need
Can we call
each
you
of you
Val?
to make. I
I'm gonna
need
call
each of you
L.
to make an acrobatics check as you guys try to climb down this
Now,
muddy
Carrie,
slope.
My pass with the trace, it says dexterity checks.
For stealth.
What? Okay.
I am super acrobatic.
Same here, apparently.
I'm going to move out of the way.
Yeah, this is bad.
Do we have advantage because of a rope?
No. He was going to have disadvantage.
What?
Oh, fuck.
Without the rope, he was saying.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
Alright,
the
so
dwarf lives
you
in
two-
holes.
Yeah. They have a song called Diggy Diggy Hole. Have you not heard of it?
I am a dwarf and I'm
All right.
digging a hole.
Tyler, you are trying to do your best to keep your footing, but your one foot does slip out from under you, and as soon as it does, the other foot does as well. I will give you one more attempt to make a. Let's just do a flat dexterity check.
Are we
to see if
talking
you
which
can maintain your
carp
grip on
or-
the-
Which Tyler? Because we both fell.
I'm sorry, Durin.
So, but both an acrobatics and a dexterity check are the same for me.
That's fine.
A dexterity check or a dexterity save?
That is the
Another
exact
5.
same roll.
A dexterity check.
At least you're in front, so you won't land on us.
Yeah, no, a dexterity saving throw, a dexterity check, and acrobatics check. It's all +1.
Okay. So you are not able to, and you do lose your grip as you slide down this muddy slope along your ass.
I will dive out of the way at the last second.
Could I not just use my big manly strength to just hold onto the rope to support myself?
That's what the check was to see if you did maintain your grip on the rope.
Okay, that works. Do I take any damage sliding my ass down?
You do not. We will now jump back to Carp. I will need you to make a flat dexterity check.
So
Well,
it's
remember,
a check,
I'm
not a
below
save.
him. I'm below
So it's a,
him.
Yeah, Josh is below him.
Yeah.
I know.
but Josh
Oh,
passed
God.
him. So is this a dex check or a dex save?
just a flat dex check.
Okay,
Basically, it's your dex without proficiency. All right, so you lose your footing, but you are able to maintain your grip on the rope. Josh, you heard him slip and feel very uncomfortable in this tight burrow because you know if he slips again, then he's gonna come crashing into you.
Carp, get your shit together.
just hurry up a bit. He'll be fine.
Back to Durin. Durin,
I'm just
you
rubbing my
slide
hair.
down. Zaylin is just able to hear you coming rapidly and is able to kind of move over to the side of the entryway as you slide past him and go creaming into this puddle of water. It douses your face,
Is it a
and
loud
all of a
splash?
sudden you hear this slight tearing sound, almost like the tearing of cloth. I need one more dexterity saving throw
No,
as
he
this
dead. He get
this
eaten.
tarp
Ripped his
begins
pants.
to rip, and the puddles of water go crashing into this open pit.
So wait, the essentially the puddle that I'm in was being supported by a tarp kind of thing.
Yes.
Gotcha.
It's a footfall trap or something like that.
Has a 9.
Or-
As the tarp rips, you go plummeting down into this 10-foot drop, and you land, and you feel this sharp pain go through your legs
Oh, it's a pitfall trap.
as you take 9 damage, piercing damage, and you look down, and there's a wooden spike sticking through your leg.
Carp, next time we do this one at a time, okay? This is kind of dangerous.
Those were one
of the
cases.
I call down.
I will
What
just
that? What's
call-
going on down there?
I'll just call
I hear
out.
some dwarf screaming. We need to be.
Are you okay down there?
No, son of a bitch.
Zaylin, at this point, you start to see these 2 green eyes glowing in the corridor across from you.
Hurry! There's
I need
something
everybody
here.
to roll initiative.
Well, did you let us get down the rope first?
You guys are just getting down. You guys will be right here.
God, I have some shit rolls tonight.
Natural 20.
That
Rolling
wasn't
initiative.
Well, that wasn't any better. It's supposed to be 4. I have a 4.
Are these initiative rolls?
Yes,
Yeah.
initiative.
I assume this is the pit that I'm in.
Yes.
Sweet. And we came down from this way.
Yep.
And the eyes are over here.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. So as you guys are all kind of hunkered around the entryway, you can all see the pit that Durin fell into. And you notice these green eyes standing out in the distance of
Remember,
the
we're
other
still-
entryway. Anybody
still
that has
stealth, too.
dark vision,
Yeah.
anybody that has dark vision, sees these almost rat-like creatures with elongated arms, and they stand up on their hind legs, and you see them wielding spears and swords.
Remember, Gary, we still have my
I know.
super
I-
skill.
I will. Yeah, I don't give a shit. I will yell to Zaylin to get me out of here.
I can't do it alone. I need help.
Shut up! Leave him as bait.
God damn it. Can I So I have one spike going through a leg or both legs?
One leg.
One leg. Can I break it off? And
The leg or the spike?
the spike.
Sorry, I had to.
I'll
I
just
like the leg idea.
I'll just cut the leg off at my.
How far of a fall was it?
About 10 foot.
Vacus will put that leg to good use.
All right.
I like eating
Tyler,
onions, just so you.
Durin, and Zaylin. Which of you two want to go first?
Do you want to make Zaylin a little bigger? Because I think gnomes are like slightly smaller than.
No, I'm way smaller than him.
Why?
Yeah, I'm 5 foot tall.
I'm like 3.5.
Because I'm
So you
pretty sure
wanna-
it goes like dwarf, halfling, gnome in size. If I remember right.
Anyway, you're asking which one of us wants to go first?
Yes. 'Cause you both died.
It doesn't matter. You want to go first? Let me go first, and I'll attempt to get out of this damn hole.
Okay. Well, there's still one more extra note I haven't brought up yet.
Oh, good.
So you guys can start to see these glowing eyes. You also hear the chittering of rats coming all around you.
Awesome.
Durin, you already are well aware of this, as you are being swarmed by small rats as they
There's
almost cover your
rats
entire
down
body.
here.
I knew I didn't want to waste my fucking spell.
Well, at least the lizard will have lunch.
So I'm being covered in normal-sized rat. Correct? Yeah. Fun.
Yeah, you are covered in a swarm of rats.
What a bunch of dicks.
All right.
These
So
do look
top of
tasty.
initiative is Carp.
All right.
After Durin fell in the trap, the sound of the water hitting the bottom made a pretty significant noise, as well as Durin hollering for help and in pain. It is very clear the rats in the area know you are here.
Would they know all of us are here or just the one dude?
They know at least he is here.
Where is? Okay, he's behind me. Josh, you're pretty strong, right? My guy would know this.
No, I'm actually pretty weak for my race.
Yeah, he's pretty skinny.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hence why he
Okay.
was an outcast.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We are all
He's
pretty weak.
He's also a druid.
Durin's the
The
only
one
strong
strong
one.
guy we have is the one, the fucking bottom of the pit.
In the hole. Ugh.
Okay. I'm going to, while I'm running by, can I take out my dagger and like stab it into the wall and do a quick loop with my rope and put it around it?
Yeah, I'll let you do that real quick.
Okay, I'll do that, and then I'll take the other half of the rope as I run up here and just yeet it down
Sweet.
for Durin.
Is a dagger gonna hold him?
I'm gonna hope so, because we don't have many options.
That is shit. No dagger's gonna hold a dwarf.
So I am heavy for. Well, I'm not that heavy because I don't have like plate armor, so I'm not like a paladin or anything. But I'm pretty heavy. Like
Is that my action, or do I still get an action?
What were you doing? I'm sorry.
So I took my dagger, stabbed it into the wall, looped the rope around it, and then tossed the rope down the hole for Durin.
I'm gonna say that was your action and bonus action, or your free interaction and bonus action.
A bonus action, okay. And then it's pitch fucking black in here, right?
Yes.
Am I the only one that can't see, or does someone else not have dark vision?
Can't see shit. What
You can see the glowing eyes of the ratlings.
Okay, well, dancing lights, one globule here, one here, one here, one here.
All right. The room is well illuminated.
Is that a cantrip or a level 1?
Yeah, it's
Cantrip.
That's all.
Yeah. And now you can see me covered in fucking rats with a spike through my leg. What part of my leg? Did it like go through my foot or is it like through my thigh?
I'm thinking your thigh.
What
Okay.
are you complaining about? Those are good
Okay.
eatings right there.
Okay, and then I'm going to sidestep back here, kind of away, and I'm trying to hold on to that rope the best I can to assist.
Awesome.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. So next up will be the ratlings as they will charge forward. And they will use a dash action to try and reach. At first, they're looking at as they're running up, you can tell they're focusing on the pit, but as they get closer, they do notice a couple of you standing at the entryway.
No, but
With
it's
the
nice.
and then the lights popping up.
Yeah. They were very set on the trap, though, as they did hear it spring.
Yeah.
All right. We next go up to man, Dan, you picked a tough one. Olivia?
Yeah,
We're just gonna go with Allie.
I'm gonna try to turn everyone's name into food stuff. So you made it easily. You're gonna be veal.
Wait, so did I just get down the rope for free?
Yeah, everybody got down the rope.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he
Oh.
got down the rope for free.
Allie gets to come down.
I
for
thought you
free.
rolled a
Okay.
29.
Huh?
I thought he rolled a 29.
That was stealth.
That was stealth.
Oh, why didn't you roll?
I
He
was
was-
waiting for everyone else to get down, and then I was going to go down afterwards. But then all this crazy
okay.
stuff happened.
Roll
Okay.
again.
Well, in that case, you haven't made it down yet then.
I'm gonna laugh if he fucking falls down and slips into this fucking
Yeah,
hole.
I might.
As we're fighting Ratman.
Well, considering what he's about to do, he very well might.
I would probably try to stick to this side.
No, fuck that. He ain't sticking to that
Considering-
side.
Actually, he was on this side, but it doesn't matter.
Come on.
Considering there's a whole bunch of commotion down there,
Quit talking,
he is
just
going
go.
to try to slide down the rope real quick. He's going to grab a piece of leather so he doesn't burn his
Just
hands
power
off.
sliding down.
The power slide straight down.
Okay.
Oh.
So with that, I will give you double movement since it's such a steep incline and wet. But I will ask that you make a dexterity saving throw to stop yourself from going into the pit.
Yep.
Watch out for Allie.
13.
That
Lucky.
is just enough to catch yourself.
Before you make it to the end.
I'll put a
Jeez.
hand on him to keep him from falling forward more.
Oh wait, Carrie. Actually, I want to use my reaction to hit this rattling.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's just a D4. Make a con save.
You got a 3.
That's a fail. So D4. 2 damage.
Do you have Polar Mastery or something? What's your reaction?
So you guys see Josh as the rattling starts to approach. He just kind of like throws his hand out as this puff of almost like fungal spores springs out and attaches to the rattling.
I probably don't see it, seeing as a.
Well, yeah, you
Yeah.
know.
Eat my
The
eyeballs.
rest of us see it.
All right. Dan, you still have your action.
Right. Seeing as there's friggin' rats everywhere, I'm going to cast Magic Missile. And I'm going to do it at level 2 because seeing Durin is like impaled. And, yeah, we're surrounded. He's just going to jump in and start throwing stuff. So I'm going to, let's see, who do I want to attack? I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. How many? I get 3, don't I? Or how many do I
You
get?
get 4 if you're doing it second level.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I get 4. What are you doing? Oh, is that okay? Whatever. So I'll do 2 on this guy, seeing as I
I would
don't want to
double-
get murdered by him.
Oh, the guy that's in melee.
I mean, there's a warrior in between him and me, so I'm not as worried about that. So yeah, I'm doing that. So I need to roll 4 d4s.
Yep.
Plus 4, because it's plus 1 for each. Are you loading stuff, Carrie? It's lagging for me. There we go.
I am not.
Okay. Whatever. So, well, I didn't get to see. The third one was the 4, so that would
Yeah, you
be.
should have done them when you're targeting different creatures.
Yeah, do 'em separate.
Yeah.
Do them separate, yeah.
Well, I have them in front of me. I'm seeing them. So it's 2, 2, and then 2 and 4 on that one.
Oh, so you had 3 of them hitting this guy.
No, it's 1 on each, and then 2 on this guy.
Well,
Okay.
there's a bunch of rats here.
Well, it's a rat
That's one
pile.
model, though. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how Carrie wants to do that.
This
If
would take
Swarm
3
of rats
damage.
is considered one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a glob of rats, and you just try to kill some of them, and they'll disperse usually.
Getcha.
So this one will take 3. This one will take 3. This one will take 7.
Yep.
8.
8.
'Cause I
8.
got hit with 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's a
Okay,
4,
so yeah, this one was slain by the magic missiles.
Oh, damn.
Cool.
So
What
we may
about
have
these pile of rats?
Did the pile of rats disperse off of me?
They did not.
Oh,
It hit a
I thought
couple
they'd
of
be a
them.
1 health.
Is that your turn, Dan?
I don't know I can do anything else. Well, no, I can't use bonus action unless I do a melee attack, right?
Right.
And it
Can
has
I-
to be in an offhand.
Can I try to pull
Yeah.
him out as a bonus action? Is that an
He
action?
is 10 feet down. He's gonna have to climb up a little bit before you can
Huh?
help him.
Do I have rope on me? Let's see.
We already
I
had
do
one down
not.
there.
Down there.
The rope is currently tied off at the entrance right here.
Yep.
But
and
it's not tied to Durin.
No.
No.
Okay. I was going to
Just
try
do
to
it
pull
now,
him out
John.
using the rope, but if he hasn't grabbed it yet, then
It's not my turn.
Or
yeah.
you could help hold the rope to give him help.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm planning on pulling him up once he gets the rope around him, but if I pull the rope now, it's just going to pull the rope out.
Well, if
But that's my turn.
So we move on. It is now the swarm of rats' turn as they try to wiggle their way under your armor and clothing and try to bite you. And they get a 17 to hit,
wiggle, wiggle, wiggle,
That's
wiggle.
gonna hit.
and they deal 6 piercing damage as these rats just start nibbling and clawing at you.
Nice.
You guys notice another set of rats that are just rushing towards the pit. And as they get to the edge, they just like gleefully jump down into the hole like they just got a fresh meal.
Can you set it on top of my head?
All right, and we will move on to Durin.
So nice, perfect. I like it. I am going to reach for the rope and attempt to climb out. Can I use like a free action to like take the spike out of my leg,
Yeah, it. I'm not gonna.
or lift myself up off of it, whatever I
Yeah.
need to do. And as I'm going to attempt to climb up, and while I'm doing so, I'm gonna be like trying to squish some of the rats in my armpit kind of thing, and then the crease of my elbow and bite any of them that are like on my neck kind of thing, and just like
Okay.
go to town on them.
I will need an athletics check to try and climb out of the pit.
Sounds good.
Are the rats not like restraining him since they're like on top of him?
No, they're just
They're
crawling all over.
rats.
Strong
There
boy.
are a shitload of rats.
All right. So you are able to climb out, but as you are trying to climb out, they continue to scurry and claw and bite, and you will take another 4 piercing damage.
I gotcha. And then, so I get out.
Yes, you are out of the pit. You have full movement, or use 10 feet of your movement to climb
That's
out.
good. Awesome. Where am I at? That square. Okay.
Whichever one you want to be in.
Well, I
Someone
stepped
locked
back so you
his-
could fit in.
Someone locked as many.
Yeah.
You can.
There we go.
Oh, you can be in any square around the pit.
I'll back up to this one.
Okay.
And for a bonus action, I would like to rage,
Okay.
and which means I have to roll a d8. Oh. So as I rage, some of you guys will notice that the scars kind of look like tattoos I have on my body will start to glow. For those who haven't seen it before, and yeah, nothing much happens other than for some reason I'm glowing a little bit. Yep, that'll be my turn.
They do sit on the same. They occupy the square.
Oh,
you're
do
in when
they?
attack
Okay.
you. All right. So just glowing,
Pretty much.
Doesn't it automatically
and that is
take
your
effect
bonus
on the
action. You
first
still
time?
have your action.
Oh, I still have an action. Oh, okay. I thought.
Yeah, it's
climbing-
just a
yeah.
bonus action to. No, climbing is just your movement.
I'm gonna hit. Honestly, I'm gonna hit the rats that were biting me.
Okay.
Could I still reach them when they've been like climbing out with me?
They're still trying to reach after you.
Oh yeah. Well then, I'm gonna hit them.
Um,
Do I get a bonus to hit while raging?
No, you get +2 damage.
Okay. But I can.
You can recklessly attack though.
I would like to recklessly attack.
Give yourself advantage.
Yes.
Yep, but everybody gets advantage against you as well.
That's fine.
23 will hit.
Good. 23. So for damage, I do get a +2. So it will be clear. Roll that. 10.
All right.
So I swing my big old axe at these stupid freaking rats and try to
So
cleave.
cleaving your rats through the swarm of rats. There's got to be at least over 20 in each swarm.
Yeah.
And you cleave through and knock out a couple of them.
Just a couple. Okay. That's fine. That'll be the end of my turn.
All right. We move on to Zalen. Zalen.
However you say that name.
I corrected it.
All right, I'm going to swing with my rapier at Ratling to my left there.
Okay. That
13.
is a hit.
Eight damage.
And you slay the beast.
Nice.
As you stab into it with the rapier, you stab right into its chest, and it collapses to the ground.
Wait, what did Durin attack?
Durin attacked the swarm of rats, trying to climb out of the pit.
Yeah, attack
Oh.
the rats that
So his 10 damage didn't kill it?
No.
apparently not.
Okay.
Then I'm just moving over here.
Okay. And Bacchus.
So are these counted as one thing now when you attack them?
No, there are two different ones there.
Oh.
I had him
Okay.
attack the one that was already damaged
Yeah.
by your magic missiles.
Right.
And then I'm gonna chilling touch whichever one he hit before.
The one closest to me.
Okay. And what is that, a con save?
Oh no, it's a hit. It's a roll to hit.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming an 8 misses.
An 8 does miss. As you try to reach this ghostly hand out, the rats kind of disperse around it.
And that is my turn.
All right. After
I get
seeing
my
you casting
reaction.
these spells,
Do I get my reaction after my turn back, right?
yes.
Yeah. Do you get
Alright.
it at the start of your turn or at the end of your
Yes,
turn?
at the start.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and hit that rat that just moved up on me. The first
Go ahead.
one. Make a
It's
con save.
Con save, and it got a 3. again.
Fail.
I think that's what he got last time.
And he's gonna take 3 damage.
All right. As you throw your spores on it, you notice that it is very bloodied afterwards.
What?
All right, but they do lash out both, trying to gnaw and claw at your ankles. And one scores an 18 to hit
Okay.
and deals 6 piercing damage as its large teeth dig into the side of your leg. Carp, it is your turn.
So these guys are climbing up the hole.
They're about to.
Do either swarm like look?
Yes, the one closest to Durin looks is not as big.
Okay.
Less rats.
Fuck yeah, we'll do this. That'll be fine. I'll run up here, look down, and let's do this. What's the thing?
Let me say this. to help draw everybody's attention to it, it was very difficult for Durin to hit them as he swung. Basically, to accommodate that, they have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
They're raging
Okay.
rats. This is bullshit.
Cool. So this won't fucking matter, and you're probably gonna hate me in a second. So I reach into my pocket and I pull out some red dust, mash it in my hands, and blow it out. And I'm going to cast Color Spray, which I roll 6d10.
Oh, damn.
And anything that has, it kind of works as the sleep spell.
Yeah. It blinds them,
Anything,
doesn't it?
it blinds them for one full turn.
And that is one of the only conditions they are not immune to.
27.
27.
Um,
Right. I
so
will
if-
say it blinds the large.
It starts with the weak. It does start. It specifies it starts with the weaker ones.
Ah, okay. Then it only blinds the weaker group.
Bummer.
Okay,
Should've let 'em
that's
blind
fine.
the stronger group.
I'm not going to cheat.
It's not cheating if it's against the DM. Everybody knows that. Okay. So, rats closest to me, blinded. Cool.
Yep.
Would I have advantage on hitting them then?
You already do with your reckless attack.
I know. I was asking if I would regularly.
If you regular attack, I'm pretty sure you still do.
I feel like a blind.
Yes, you do. You do.
Dodge me. Cool.
Okay. And then I'm going to move and dash with my bonus action, and that'll be my turn. So
All right.
and
Dan, how do you say your name?
20.
Oliviel.
How? What? Ali Vale?
Oliviel.
Oliviel. Okay.
Yeah.
It is your turn.
All right. Let's see. Are these guys looking pretty bloodied?
Yes.
They're extremely bloodied, but they're also blind.
They're not bloodied.
Oh.
They're not bloodied.
They
Okay.
can't be bloody.
Group is
I
smaller.
didn't think that they were bloodied, but whatever.
You
I'm going to.
and in this instance, I will say you have not killed half of the swarm.
I'm going to use Toll of the Dead on these guys.
Okay.
They have to make a Wisdom saving throw and get a 13 or higher.
They did get a 15.
Well, I don't think it does anything then. Yeah, that it didn't do anything then.
Okay. Anything else?
Let's see. Am I within reach of them if I'm up here?
Yes.
I am in reach. All right. I guess I'll just stay here. I can't do anything else.
Oh, you mean in reach of them attacking you?
Yeah.
No, they have to be in your space to attack you. They have to occupy another creature's space in order
Oh.
to attack.
So they don't have reach, basically.
Basically, yeah, they have reach of 0.
Okay.
Come on, you damn rats. I ain't afraid of you.
So I will move here.
All right, and it does go on to the rats, and they do not have a climbing speed, so they still have to make a check to climb out.
Heh.
And the first group does climb out
They're blind.
and
They're
continue.
blind. Wouldn't it be disadvantage?
It will be disadvantaged. They continue to try and swarm the injured
Dwarf.
barbarian. I am going to roll the climbing check for the other one as well. And they did not make it out. So they are trying to scurry and sliding back down into the pit.
Gotcha.
So the first one that is on you will roll with disadvantage to try and bite and claw at you.
It will be a straight roll because they would normally have advantage on me. Because
You-
Because he raged. He raged.
Oh, that is right. Okay.
And
I'm
reckless.
going to use the first dice I rolled then, which was a miss.
I assume
All
you
right.
have armor class.
What was that?
I assume you have all of our armor classes and stuff.
I do not, but I know that an 8 is not going to hit.
Okay, sounds good.
Joke's on you. It does. Get
Yeah.
All right, we move on to Durin.
Nice. I'm gonna swing at the rats that are on me.
Okay.
Would a shoving
have
action
advantage
get
as
them
they are
off of
blind.
you?
And so, since I have advantage, I will not recklessly attack this time. What did you ask that? What did you say, Dan?
I was asking Carrie if a shoving action would get them off of you or something like that.
Technically, yes.
I'm gonna hit him.
That is a hit.
I just want to see if I crit.
That's
Cool.
fine.
And then I will roll damage. 14.
All right. You have now knocked out more than half of the swarm.
Nice.
God damn, they have a lot of fucking health.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I know.
Especially considering they're resistant to damage.
I hate those damage resistant people. Okay, so what I am going to do for my bonus action is teleport right here.
Okay. And we now move on to Zaylen.
I'm going to attack Rat 1 with my bow.
You motherfuckers, I'm trying to eat these rats and you're stealing from me.
You're gonna be spitting out fur.
I am fine with that. They give me health.
19.
They're infected.
Lizard folk
19
don't
will
even
hit.
cook-
Yeah,
They
that's
don't
true.
even cook their food.
Yeah.
8 damage.
Disgusting.
All right. And Brat 1 is dead.
Motherfucker. That was my meal.
It's dead. It's not like it's disappeared.
I have to bite something in action with a bonus action to get my health back.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. Vakas.
There you go. Now you can fucking try to eat rat too.
Yeah, I'm gonna hungry jaws this rat. Which is a bite attack. Which means. Okay. +2. Dumb bitch!
That is a miss.
Alright, well now I'm going to just club you with my actually I'm guessing it's been longer than a minute, right? Since this all
Shillelagh, yes.
started?
Yeah, the shillelagh's
Cast that
not.
before going into the tavern.
Alright, well then I'm gonna chilling touch rat swarm 1, so I'm not at disadvantage, correct?
You will have disadvantage because you're within 5 feet.
No.
Oh wait, Rat Swarm 1. Rat Swarm 1. Yes, you will not have disadvantage there.
Well, I have advantage.
Because they're blinded.
Yes, you will because they are blinded.
Can he cast a cantrip after attack?
That was a bonus action.
Yeah, it's a bonus action.
So his regular action is going to be the cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
5. I need to reset up all these.
Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. All my presets.
It's
That is a hit.
8. No, it's not 14. It's a 13.
That's still a hit.
Okay. For 5 damage.
Right. And a small part of the swarm still remains.
That's my turn.
All right. We move back to the giant rat. The giant rat turns,
Oh, wait,
looks
I'm
at the
gonna
bloody
do-
dwarf.
Do it at the start of your action. I'm using my reaction. So
Okay.
use your con save.
Do note, Josh, these are beasts, so you can bring them back with that.
I don't. That's level 6.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. So his con save, he gets a 17.
That passes.
Okay.
No, I don't
So
think it does that.
he looks at the bloody dwarf and tries to lash out at him, seeing that he is smaller in size. And
Fuck you.
you are
Rat.
able to fight off the giant rat as it tries to pounce you.
Oh, that's what you get, rat.
Carp.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, cool. I will whip out my light crossbow and I'm going to shoot at rat number 2. we go. Yeet. 14.
A hit.
Seven damage.
As the bolt flies through, it strikes him right in the back of the neck and it collapses on the ground. After seeing the last of the giant rats fall, the swarm of rats begins to disperse and scurry, running right under most of your feet as they try to retreat back into or deeper into the burrows.
Can I get an attack of opportunity? Because I'm really
You
pissed
can.
off with these rats. Hell yeah. I hate that it keeps adding more to the modifier. 19.
All right, roll damage.
Hell yeah. Fuck you, rats. 7 damage.
All right, and that would have been enough to kill the first swarm.
Nice.
All right, after the battle ends, you start to kind of loosen up and notice that you are able to pull out several plunged rats that you smashed as you're trying to climb out.
I will hold them out to Bacchus.
Do you want any of these?
Fuck it. No, I want the big one in front of me.
Okay. I will collect some of the rats that I've squished and keep them in my backpack.
Yeah, I'm grabbing the big one.
Zaylin, you are very puzzled by these human-like rats. These are not something you have seen in all your years within the city.
Have any of you ever seen creatures such as that?
Yes, I saw him in this Warhammer game I played once.
Oh, Jesus. Lightning strike.
You have seen the giant rats and a lot of swarms of rats, but you've never seen them walking up on their hind legs and wielding weapons.
I've never seen him before.
Neither have I, but I'm very intrigued. I must find out more about these creatures.
Before my rage wears off, I want to teleport to here.
Actually,
We're not in battle.
Oh wait, I'm just gonna grab the little rat because I don't. Just so you guys know, anytime we take a short rest, I get to butcher things and make weapons out of them. So it's very useful. But we won't worry about it right now.
You make the weapons out of the bones, or do you
Yeah.
the entire creature?
It just says if you take a short rest.
Because if you do that during the short rest, I could cook whatever you bust up.
We should push forward, guys.
Yeah, I just need the bones. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, let's push forward. But I'm
Guys-
grabbing my rat right now.
With
one
the
that was-
room illuminated with the dancing lights, it is very easy to see that something very large was dragged through this room and deeper into the burrows.
So I'm going to take dancing lights because I probably have like another 30 seconds, and I want to start pushing them down this room.
Okay.
And since it's cantrip, I'm just going to recast it as they go out because silence is not going to happen now.
Well,
Before,
we don't know that for sure because
Everyone runs down the hall. Can I investigate the rats that stand on their hind legs?
I guess.
Yeah.
I
Just
need to
wanna
make
see
a con
what I
save,
see.
Gary, because technically my spell would still be in effect if I pass it. Correct?
What spell?
Pass without a trace.
Yeah, you haven't cast any other concentration checks, so that is still in effect.
Well, no, I need to make a con save because you did damage me.
Oh, okay, then yeah, you would have to make one.
And okay, +2. Well, we're not stealthy, guys.
Bummer.
Some of
All
us
right.
are.
Well, yeah, I'm still stealthy, but
I mean, I'm limping. To move forward, I'm just teleporting 20 feet at a time.
All right, Olivia, as you investigate these rattling creatures, it's very disgusting to look at them. They're just absolutely covered in filth. One of them almost looks like large boils growing out of the side. They're holding very crude weapons that are covered in rust and filth, and you're almost afraid to touch them. They just look like they're covered in disease.
Gross.
I'm gonna go ahead and use Healing Word twice on Felgrim.
Durin.
Durin.
Whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah.
Durian.
Looking closely at one of the dead rats, the one with all the boils and pustules going
It's
off it,
actually 12
you
health.
notice that it had a vial
Thank you.
with a green liquid that was strapped around its belt. When it died, the vial did start to leak out and dump out, so you
I
don't think
lied.
you get any use out of it, but it is very curious.
10 health, not 12.
Okay, that works.
I'm gonna call the vial to the group's attention
I
and say, "There's some sort of this rat was carrying some sort of vial. I'm not sure what kind of liquid it contained, but it's very curious for a rat to be carrying something like that."
will nod at Bacchus, and then I will go grab the vial.
I love my
It broke and leaked.
I'm sorry, what?
It broke and leaked everywhere.
Oh,
Well, I
It's like
have
some
an
green liquid.
alchemist kip, so let's scoop this up.
I
Yeah,
wanna,
we can.
I wanna
If we get
sneak
it,
first.
if we get it into a container, I know someone back in Felserwin that can probably take a look at it.
Oh, good. We'll do that then.
Yeah,
I'm
carry
So,
on.
Can
Durin, you know
Vodka-
him. It's the Birdman in the caves.
Oh, the tinker. I know her.
Yeah.
I would like
Okay.
to sniff whatever it was.
It is a very pungent and disgusting smell.
Gross.
It smells very poisonous.
Actually, I lied. All I have is an alchemist or herbalism kit. Does that have containers in it as well?
No, a herbalism kit would not.
Wonder why I don't have an alchemist.
You have proficiency in it, but it doesn't immediately grant one to you.
Does anyone have anything we can try to contain this liquid in?
I mean, we do typically have water skins. If you want to pour your water skin out, you could try to fill it up.
Yeah, where is my herbalist kit? I just saw it.
I don't think it's spilled out everywhere. I was just thinking if we had a vial, maybe we could sop it up and get a few.
Yeah,
Let's move
drops
forward
or
for
let's
this
have
objective.
vials.
Oh, it does, Josh? Okay. Yeah, you
Yeah,
could
it
take one of
says
those vials out and use it
pouches.
then.
And vials. So yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna take out a vial.
Vial
and
it up.
scoop it up.
You're able to collect a very small sample.
Cool. All right.
How do you want me to call that in my items?
A small
Smelly-
sample of rat
Smelly
shit.
green.
I think we should carry on into the cave, guys.
Indeed.
I'll be one step behind Zaylin.
Is it safe to say?
So you guys could
Would we notice if that alerted the rest of the cave, or was it a chance it just alerted this room?
So far, it seems that only this room has been alerted.
All right, we'll continue quietly up ahead.
Yeah. Would you like stealth checks from us again?
I will drop dancing lights.
No,
One.
that's why I asked.
Okay, yeah. Give me another stealth check.
Right.
Remember, you don't have the +2 anymore.
Yep. 7.
You would say this is rocky terrain. We're in a cave, right?
Listen,
Yes, it is very clear that this was all dug out, as you can still see the
22.
finger claw marks in the side of the walls.
I'm having a hard time stealth here, guys. I mean, I just had a spike through my thigh and a bunch of rats bite the shit out of me.
Fuck, that's white.
Plus, you're a dwarf.
All right, you guys will be right here.
Ugh.
I have too many advantages on my checks. I have to always read the fucking advantages.
As you guys continue to press through, you start to see an embankment on your left side, a small hill that raises up. as well as another burrow that leads deeper to your right.
These ratmen have really infested the underburrow of Neverwinter. This is dangerous.
Can we tell which way the drag marks go? Do they go around here or through the tunnel here?
Yes, the drag marks are very distinctly going up the hill.
I think we follow the drag marks then.
He's grabbing all. Or not.
Sneakily. Who's the non-sneaky one? Leave that guy back.
That'd be
The
me.
dwarf.
I can take up the rear.
I heard you
Would
could.
you like Carp to go slightly ahead? Because I'm really sneaky.
Oh, I'm super sneaky
You
too.
can't see it.
Yeah, we all rolled pretty high. I think I got like an 18.
All right.
No, I got
You guys
an 18.
peek over the top of the hill, and it looks clear. You see a couple small rats scurrying around the edges.
Small rats or big rats?
Small,
It's so
standard
small.
size rats.
You mean like the ones that just almost killed?
All right. While we're walking, I'm going to keep an eye out for traps.
Okay. Roll me and let's do investigation.
$11.
An 11. You do notice another pool of water that looks very familiar at this entrance.
We are going to go around the pool of water.
Another one. God damn this place.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys scurry around the pool and head further into the burrow,
I think
it is
Allie fell
another
in.
is another 15 feet. You guys walk before you start to see a purple glow in the room ahead.
Oh shit. Man, these really are like Skaven. They're like to collect magical relics. Is that what? Did you make these creatures up yourself, Gary?
Yeah,
Off the Skaven?
yeah, they are based off this game.
That doesn't look very big.
It's pretty
We
big
said
for the rest
basketball
of the game.
sized.
Yeah.
All right. As you get into this room, you see a very large rat. Come on, get up there. Sleeping off to the side. But two other ratlings stand next to her. As you walk into the room, Durin kind of partially trips over one of the roots, and there's a disturbance in the soil that does draw the attention of the ratlings.
Good one, Durin.
I want to
Yeah.
I want to cast Crimson Rite on my bow before anything starts.
Yeah. The,
Okay.
the rat's here and shit, fuck.
Yeah. I want to cast, what's it called too before we start? Shalea.
Shillelagh.
Whatever.
Fuck.
So lately.
Was that your what?
This is my
Roll those.
initiative.
4, is that your initiative, Lewis?
No, I cast Crimson Rite on my bow before we started fighting.
Oh, okay.
That's the damage I take for casting it. The
Oh.
max damage.
That's right. Yeah, because you have to slit your hand, I'm assuming, to cast it.
Yeah, so with the 1d4, I just add a 1d4 every time I attack, right?
Yes. Every time you hit.
Correct.
Do we not need to roll initiative then?
Right. Yeah, that's what you guys should be rolling. I thought that's what the
I
5
rolled-
was.
That was
I rolled a
what
10.
mine was, but you didn't
That's
say
what mine
anything
is.
about it.
Oh,
I didn't know
sorry.
if we were
I
fighting.
thought I did.
17.
I know I
Oh.
always gotta go last.
I mean, usually it's me.
That is true.
Gary, is this a giant rock here?
Yeah, that's a stalagmite.
Okay.
kind of thing. It's just a spot that they didn't finish digging out.
That's
So,
perfectly
yeah.
fine. That's what I need. I need shit to duck behind.
I try to offer it in most situations. All right. So next we have Durin, then Olivial. God damn it, that's a tough one, Dan.
We'll just call
Pick
him
an odd
Al. Al or
Allie.
Allie?
It's Allie.
And
Allie.
I'm calling him Veal.
No, because that's too tasty for Dan.
we need to change your names on here.
Just
too.
think, Allie and Veal. Allie Veal.
Harp.
Just
Then
call him
Bacchus.
V, as in VIE.
No, it's Allie. You're a chick. He's a chick.
All right.
It works.
A little small. There we go. Okay. So as you guys walk in and they hear Durin say, "Ah, shit," as he kind of trips himself a little bit, you hear the rattlings kind of start, their heads quickly turning around, looking down into the burrow. Intruders! Intruders! Protect mother! Protect me!
Protect mother.
Zaylin, you are first.
Bitch.
All right, I am going to take a shot at a rattling spear. I would have done that right here for a better shot, but
Man, it really sucks that I'm last because now I can't fucking like entangle him and shit.
that's probably a miss.
A 12 is a hit.
Holy shit.
It just pierces through what little scrap armor they have made.
$11 damage.
Oh, wow. He is dead.
Dang.
It pierces right through his heart.
All right, now I'll finish my movement behind this rock.
All right. And the rattling, noticing you as you dash out of the hole, it tries to rush at you. Is that enough? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So yeah, it was enough. All right. And it tries to swing its rustic little sword at you. And it gets an 18 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit.
It only does 3 piercing or slashing damage. All right, Durin.
Yeah.
You can walk through us.
Yep.
I do more damage that to myself. Ha!
30. Yeah. I am going to recklessly swing at this boy.
Okay.
Can I only do that while raging? Or can I recklessly?
No, you can
swing
do
at
that anytime.
Awesome. I will recklessly attack. Roll. Damn it.
That is a hit.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. There's a critical.
Yeah, I guess he's probably dead.
Roll
Doesn't need to
damage
roll.
and then add max damage of the weapon.
Yeah, so it's going to be this roll, but instead of plus 12, plus. How's a 28 feel? That would be max damage.
What did you roll? You rolled a 12?
I've rolled a 12, added 12 plus 4 for my attack.
Okay,
Oh, actually,
yeah.
it's only a plus 2. So it's not.
So it'd be 26.
26.
Okay, 26 damage. How does it die?
I swing. I am pissed off at rats right now, and I don't try. I just go straight from up top with both hands and swing down through until I hit the stone in the ground.
Why, thank you.
Nice.
Durin, don't do that. You're wasting so much meat.
All right. Allie.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Be fine. If I can get it to move. There. I'm
So
going.
it is at this moment that you notice that the giant sleeping rat, its eyes are now open.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm going to cast Hold Person on it.
All right.
So wisdom saving
no,
throw.
that won't work. This is a beast. And Hold Person only targets humanoids.
Humanoid. All right, then I will cast Levitate on it.
That also works. What is the save?
Con 13.
And it gets an 11. All right, so this rat is now floating in the air as it's swinging its arms, almost trying to swim,
How
but
tall?
not making it anywhere.
Mommy rat.
How tall is this cavern?
About 7 to 8 feet.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you can balance her to where she's just off the ground, but not able
I
to
can
touch
do
the
this
ceiling
for
either.
10 minutes straight, so you guys can do whatever you want.
Holy
Does
fuck.
she gets to make a check every turn though, right?
Let's see. I don't think so once they're up in the air, do they?
I am not sure. You have to read it. Carp.
I'm reading it.
Okay, so I'd like to chill like right here and get as close to the wall as I can. I'd like to bonus action hide.
Okay.
Stealth check, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Nope, they cannot get out of it once they are hit by it. They're there for the duration.
25.
Nice.
And then I would like to, from my hidden position, kind of peek out and shoot at the mama.
That is good because she got a 20. All right, so you will get your sneak attack.
So I get a roll with advantage. Cool.
Yeah, you get to roll with
Um,
advantage and add your
So
sneak attack.
that's a 12 or a 12.
Yeah, we'll go with the 12.
To hit,
12 hit.
a
Yeah,
12
12 to
does
hit.
not hit,
Fuck.
as its thicker skin seems to almost absorb the impact.
Damn it, Allie, hold it in place.
Would this be something that we've seen before, or is this also something that's kind of strange to us?
This is strange.
I mean, it's giant. It's super giant.
I mean,
Actually, I did miss something. So as you guys did start to enter the room, there are multiple small rats around the delirium, and they are chewing and eating the delirium.
so this explains the size and the difference of rats.
Somebody might want to stop that.
That's true.
Whose go is it?
After Carp is Vacus.
Go munch her on the butt. We all know you like that dark meat.
I am going to.
Focus comes around the corner. Mommy rat looking thick.
She is looking pretty juicy. I'm gonna chilling touch her.
You're gonna what her?
Do I get advantage
for
on
attack.
that?
No.
Where exactly are you touching her?
Where are
You'd think
bud?
you'd warm your hands up first, Josh. Come on.
15.
that is a hit.
She doesn't get that privilege. You gotta earn it. For one.
So you just kind of reach out
I
and
told
touch it
you.
on the hind end, and just kind
I
of just
touched
gives
her
a little
gently.
squirm. Yeah. All right. Dan, what was the result? Does she get a attempt to get out?
No, she's stuck there for the duration.
All right. She's just
If-
sitting there floating and
if
throwing her
she
arms
can
and
reach-
thrashing.
If it's her go, Carrie, you gotta
If
make
she
a con
can-
save.
Carrie, if she can reach like the walls or something, then she can move herself. That's the only way she can move herself is by pushing or pulling off a
Nope.
fixed object or surface
Yeah.
within reach.
I didn't
but-
know they could do that, but has nothing really near her.
Okay. Well, I was
Make
gonna
a
say
con
if
save,
she's
Carrie.
near enough to get to something, I would have moved her because I get to move
Okay.
her 20 feet every turn.
Yep. Josh con save. She gets a 10. And we will go back to Zaylin.
Take that damage. Did you take that damage, Carrie?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
How heavy is this rat?
It's pretty heavy.
Because I can only move a target that's up to 500 pounds.
I don't know. If I were to guess, probably 200.
Okay.
I'll take another shot at her from here.
Okay. As you approach, the rats that were feasting on the delirium kind of scurry away and try to hide in the shadows. A 12 does miss.
Okay. That's my turn.
Well, doesn't he get advantage?
No.
Oh.
No, she is technically not unconscious.
Next person.
Well,
Right, but
I
she
guess we
can't
could.
move.
Yeah, we could classify this as restrained.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and give you advantage.
All right, that's a hit.
It's up to you, but that was
Yeah,
my thought on it.
Yeah, she can't move.
Yeah, that's
Her
why I
movement
asked
zero.
on it earlier.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't really think of that.
It didn't really matter. I still hit you, so.
8 damage.
8 damage.
What I really wanted to use, Carrie, is the hideous laughter, but it doesn't work on things that have less than 4 intelligence.
And
I
she
just wanted
does.
to see these little rats laughing.
That would be good. All right. And the ratlings are dead, so we go to Durin.
I will run up to Big Mom. Can I reach her from here, or do I need to be?
No, you will have to be in melee range.
Okay. Cool. I will go to here then. And I'm gonna right ahead her.
Okay.
Have throwables.
Ah,
That is a hit. You really like to roll a 19.
I know it's one fucking number off. I will recklessly attack.
You already have advantage because she's
Oh.
restrained.
Okay. Well, then I wouldn't recklessly attack then. Yep. So 19 hits and clear. My damage is that because I'm not raging. 13.
Nice hit.
Big hit. I go for the 4 section. I try to take off one of her front arms.
All right. Olivia L. I think that's it. That's a tough one.
You got it right this time.
She's
Hey.
like spinning in the air now.
Can I spin her? I don't know if I can do that.
I mean, with the
I'm just
impact
holding
of my
concentration. I'm not doing anything.
I'm
else.
gonna say you can, but it's not like a rapid spin. It's kind of a slow spin.
That's fine.
I could turn her a little bit the other way, but that's all. If I was going to do anything, that would be it.
Okay.
Although I don't know, she'd be able to reach with her tail in, so I'll just leave her be. So I'll move it on to Carp, maybe.
Yep, Carp.
All right, I will walk around the corner since she is restrained technically, and take a shot with my crossbow. Roll. It's a 13.
That is a miss, and that is a hit.
20. Okay, cool. And then I had advantage, so I get sneak attack.
Yep.
D8, 2d6 plus 3. Roll.
Holy shit!
So 16 damage.
All right, she is now bloodied, and it is Vacus.
You gonna touch her again, Josh? I don't think. I don't know. Oh, there you are. I don't know if Josh is back.
So do I get advantage on spells? I don't even know.
Yeah, you do. Ranged spells you or ranged attack spells you do.
It's gonna be the -7. So
Okay, that's
a
a hit. How the hell do you have a +10 to your attack?
I don't. It's a 5, but I rolled 2, so
Oh, okay.
that's why I said it was like minus.
All right. So 6 more damage. She
Be
is
minus
very
12.
bloody. All right. It
Can I
is
just
back
go
to
ahead
Big
and do-
Mama.
All right, well, go to your con save.
Oh, okay. And she got a 3.
All right, take another 4 damage.
All right. She is not looking good. As she looks at the two of you, she starts to kind of wiggle a little bit like she's getting ready to bellow something. And as she does, she opens her mouth as this massive stream of vomit and puke spews out onto the two of you.
Gross.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
You're nasty.
Yeah. I'm gonna need a shower and a nap after this. Wait. Is it a spell?
It is poison, so you are going to be resistant to it.
I know, but
It is
advantage.
not a spell attack, though. It is a breath weapon.
Did
But
I
again-
dodge it with my 15?
Yes, you did.
I get advantage on dexterity against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
So yeah, you'd have advantage then.
Cool.
So, yeah, he has
What?
advantage
How did he
advantage
have
against.
that?
He has
Uh,
advantage against poison specifically.
12?
12 is enough to succeed.
Awesome.
So
I
you will
am-
take a quarter damage. Josh, you will take half.
Sweet.
Oh, that's
And the reason you're taking quarters, you take half for the save, and then
Right.
half that again for the poison resistance.
Sweet.
5 plus 5 plus
Bar-
5. So it'd be
barbarians
10 damage normally. So Josh, you'll take 5 poison damage, and Durin will take 2 poison damage.
Sounds good. If a barbarian sees it coming, he has advantage on the dexterity saving throw.
Hmm.
You have advantage against poison anyway.
Okay, I'm holding my breath for 15 minutes, so you're not hurting me at all.
No, that's not how it works.
Good.
All right, and we go on to Zaylin. She is not looking good.
The crystal over here is fine, though, correct?
Yeah.
I'll shoot at her with the bow again.
That is a hit.
Rolling again in case. Okay. Seven damage.
All right, and as the arrow hits her, or bolt, I think you use a crossbow too, don't you? She suddenly just goes limp, still floating in the air, arms just hanging down.
Let's stab her a couple more times just to make sure.
Oh, I didn't realize someone named her Mommy Rat.
I figured you said she was the mom, so.
Yeah, they did say mother. All
So it's dead.
Yep. Mother seems to be lifeless. The rats that were chewing on the delirium scattered and scurried away as soon as Zaylin approached. You guys now see this very large chunk of delirium. It is even larger than you was expecting.
Sweet.
Do we want to take a short rest in here? Durian is pretty hurt.
I'm alright.
Uh,
I think we should keep going.
yeah, we only need to secure this and leave. We don't need to linger any longer than that.
I agree.
Uh, do I notice
This is
any
such a
other
good meal.
goodies up here outside of the,
There
The
are
one thing we
quite a
need.
few collection of what almost looks like offerings to Mother. There are a couple bags of coin, some nicer looking weapons, which include a scimitar and a longsword, as well as a chest that is just filled with random knickknacks and clutter for the most part,
Cool.
and as well as multiple humanoid skulls that are arranged around the delirium.
So I like what you said earlier about us just having a pool of money in the friendship bowl. Carrie, do you want to just put the values of whatever we found in there, kind of thing?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. And then who do we want to actually hold the gold? Do we want like the wizard or the blood hunter?
Probably the person with the most holdability, like the dwarf.
I mean, I'm totally
wait,
fine with
Carrie. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the Blood Hunter has like the worst, isn't it? You 120.
I'm a halfling, or a gnome, of course I have the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hold 210 pounds. I could carry it.
Vacus, do you want to pick up the crystals?
No, I want this fucking rat.
Also, didn't you say there was a longsword or something, Carrie?
Yes, there was a longsword and a scimitar that were in very good condition.
I will
Sweet.
grab both those weapons.
unless someone else wants them.
How
Uh,
much could I cut up of this rat and put in my
well, I
inventory
would assume Vakis.
for later?
Well, no, he's
How
a
much do
druid.
you want to
My
carry?
mistake.
I can carry 150 pounds, and I'm at 97 right now.
I don't know if you want to eat these rats.
Oh, I'm gonna make
Yeah,
weapons out of it.
Considering what we've seen,
I am
really
going to
eating-
make weapons out of it, you boys. Listen.
How do you spell scimitar? S-I-M?
SCI.
The-
SCI, yeah.
I
Since I'm
wrote it
just-
down in the friendship bowl.
Since I'm just gonna be making like probably
What kind of weapon is a scimitar? Is it a light or is it heavy?
it's a
It is light.
Yeah,
Okay.
look in a second.
Alright, well I'm gonna grab the stone for now, Karen.
I assume they were common weapons.
Yes, they are.
Okay, so I just added those to my inventory and friendship bowl.
Okay, I'm gonna cut off one of the arms of the rat because I want to make a dagger out of bone.
Okay.
Because all I have is that steel dagger for now.
Yeah,
so I'm
you
gonna
can-
cut that off.
Pretty quickly, just cut off the arm and
It as far as the scimitar, Durin, are you planning on using it?
I am not.
Because as long as it's light and easy to wield, it would be quite a bit better than my dagger.
Sure.
I will hand him the scimitar. And delete it off my inventory.
I'm picking up the
So-
stone, Karen.
Okay.
Okay.
I will be careful casting magic after you pick that up.
Do we know that actually?
what?
Whether or not he should be careful casting magic?
No, you guys would
No, we
not
don't know
have
that.
noticed that yet.
This stone is unnatural. I don't want to hold it as little as possible. Let's get out of here.
Okay, but you are carrying it, correct?
Yes, I can
Okay.
carry 300 pounds. By the way,
Cool.
push, drag, or lift 300 pounds.
Oh.
Harry, what's
Okay.
the difference between a simple weapon and a martial?
How much can you actually carry?
You have to have proficiency in the weapon, which you do. Not.
Carrying capacity is 150.
So I can't use the scimitar then.
You can, you just don't get your proficiency bonus with it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's just my regular modifier without the
So it'll just be a +1 to
right,
attack.
just like same as my dagger. Okay.
Well, your dagger's a +3 because you are proficient in daggers.
Why does it say +1 then?
Are you looking at damage or attack?
Oh, on attack. Okay, gotcha. That's I wasn't looking at that.
For the scimitar, it'll be a +1 to hit and a +1 for damage.
Gotcha. Well, I'll hold on to it as long as no one else wants it, I guess.
Yeah.
Unless you're just planning on. I don't know
I-
what you're planning on doing with it.
I was planning on selling it unless somebody wanted it. Same thing with the longsword. If anybody wants a longsword, they're welcome to it. I got my axe.
What? Let me look at what the. I just figured if I need to use a melee weapon, it might be nice to have something better than a
Since they're
D4.
talking so much, I'm going back here and cutting off some rib pieces.
That will be harder to get to. That will take a little bit more time to dissect, open up.
What
and
would
get
I need to
ribs.
make darts then? Can I make darts from like fingers?
Yeah, you can make the darts out of the fingers.
Oh, I'm gonna cut off all the arms and legs then while they're chit chatting.
Okay. While they're chit chatting, you can cut off one more. So you now have 2 arms.
We can decide the stuff when we get out. Let's get the crystal and go before something else happens.
Let's go.
Okay.
No, let's go.
So we'll let Zalen lead the way again.
You wanna grab us all
So it
once?
was Vakis able to grab the delirium with no issue?
Yeah, I already grabbed it.
I don't think we were supposed to be this far, guys.
It
That's
started
'cause
us
we
there.
changed the map.
I can't move my character.
Uh-oh.
Is that Master Splinter?
Kind of looks like it.
I'd be worried if
What
turtles
did you
come
do
out.
to my mommy?
What'd you say, Lewis?
If I see turtles, I'd be worried. But
All
I
right.
thought
So,
about being a turtle character too, because they're really good as druids.
Yeah.
all right. So as you guys continue to head back out, you do notice a patrol that looks like they were intentionally heading back to you in a hurry. Standing in the middle is a much larger ratling. It stands up with a better posture and is wearing a pretty fancy set of studded leather armor.
I would like to rage as soon as I see these guys. Would that be possible?
Yeah, you can rage, and then we're gonna roll initiative.
Sweet. So
Damn it! You should let me cast Entangle first, bitch.
let's see what happens. 6. Okay. Rage.
Dude, what the hell? I'm never grabbing control spells again, because by the time it's my turn, they're useless.
It's fine. We need control spells. That's why all of my spells are control spells.
Mine are like Entangle, where I gotta cast them before they get on our ass.
So, Carrie, this one's a bit of a pain for you. Arcane energy taps into the minds of those around you. Each creature within 30 feet of you must succeed a wisdom saving throw, or I see a glimpse of the creature's thoughts, learning how it plans to attack. Yeah, as a result, the creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against me until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Only the giant rats are within 30 feet.
Cool.
Then they got a 3 on the wisdom save. So you know they plan to just absolutely rush the closest thing to them.
Sweet. I just ready myself. Yeah. And I did not roll initiative.
Okay.
15, 14, and 13.
Nice. And a 20.
Harp.
I know, but I just noticed we had consecutive numbers in there.
Allie,
In the middle.
Bacchus. All right. Zaylin, you are first again.
All right, I'm going to attack rat number 2.
Okay.
I went ahead and named them 1 and 2 for you.
Oh, thank you.
$21.
21 is a hit.
What the fuck was that?
10 damage.
Super
All
good
right,
stretch.
rat. The first rat is dead.
All right, that's my turn.
Next up is the larger ratling. He dashes forward at the barbarian. He lashes at you with its daggers.
Wait, make a con save.
Okay. Con save is a 14.
No, that passes.
And to hit you with the first swing of the daggers, Durin, he got a 16.
That'll hit.
And for clarification, the second hit is a 17. So I roll both the dice at the same time.
Okay, yeah. 17 definitely hits.
So the first hit will do 4 damage piercing, and the second hit will do 5 damage piercing. You are raged, so both of those will be halved. So that'd be 2 and 2. So 4 damage total.
Sounds good.
All right. And then he then uses his cunning action to disengage. Oh wait, never mind. That's pointless. He doesn't have movement left. So yeah, never mind. We then go to the ratlings. The ratlings try to storm forward, and they will dash to try and catch up. And then we move on to Durin.
Oh, I'm gonna hit the big boy rat in front of me.
All right, hitting big boy rat. Are you going to recklessly attack him?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Nice.
20 will hit.
Sweet. And clear and roll. Nice. 15.
All right. Whoa, shit. I don't know what that was. Okay. Hit something and made my screen move around there. All right. So with that strong hit, he is bloodied.
Yeah, take
Spacebar
that,
changes in
rat.
camera.
As you see this instant panic and regret in his eyes. Carp.
Okay, so looking at that, I very much assume that Durin has that situation handled. And I'm going to be looking at the other guy that's ranged with me. And I am just going to load my crossbow and fire at Rattling Spear 2. And since he's engaged with an enemy, I would get sneak attack,
Advantage. Right? Yep. Oh, yeah, you get sneak attack, correct.
Okay. Alright, I'm sorry, I was reading. Yeet.
That is a hit.
14. Okay, that's a D8. D6. 14.
As this rattling is rushing forward at Zaylen, it starts to lower its spear and rear it back like it's getting ready to thrust. And just as you kind of prepare yourself to dodge, the bolt goes right through its neck and it falls to the ground.
God damn.
Anything else, Carp?
Yeah, I'm gonna run the fuck away and disengage. 5,
Okay.
10, 20, 25. And prepare.
Alright.
Cool. Good.
Olivia.
So you can disengage with the bonus action?
He
I
can,
can, yeah.
because he's a rogue.
Oh, right. Okay.
Same with
That's what I was confused. I was like,
larger
I'd love to do that.
They get the cunning action.
So does this guy look like he has any intelligence whatsoever?
A little bit. We're
Uh,
about to find out.
do I want to find out and waste the spell? Probably not. I'm just gonna cast level 1 magic missile on him.
Okay.
All 3 on him.
Roll for damage.
Fuck him up.
And it's a +3, right? Yeah. 10 damage.
Nice.
All right. All the missiles collide against him, and he kind of topples to the ground, but he is still alive as he starts to stand back up. Vacus. He is now cowering in front of the party.
Vacus, finish him off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Chilling Touch. God
All right.
damn, 11.
As the spectral hand kind of reaches out, he does nimbly kind of dodge to the side and misses.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shalewa too.
Okay. Oh no, you can't.
Yeah, bonus action. Shalewa's a bonus
Yeah,
action.
yeah, you're right because and it's a cantrip, so you're okay. I was thinking of the rule of not being able to cast 2 spells in 1 turn, but it is okay as long as one's a cantrip. All right. Large rat now rushes forward at the closest thing it can get its teeth to dig into. Tries to bite into Bacchus, but only scores a 13. After everybody has had their 6 seconds of onslaught, the large one begins to cower. No, don't kill me! It is now cowering in fear in front of all of you.
And why shouldn't we?
I take you to the others.
What others?
More like you. Yes. We have more like you.
Drop your weapons.
And more like us.
Honestly, as a
If you speak truth, then drop your weapon.
Because he's food to me.
Zaylin, it is your turn.
So, a talking rat is something that would be abnormal, correct?
Correct.
Okay, I think we will drop your weapons, let us tie you up, and we'll let you free. You can lead us to the next.
Yes. He drops the daggers.
What about these other ratlings? These other rats?
He looks at the other ratling. Down! And it drops its spear.
Okay.
What about the large rat that's trying to bite our lizard buddy?
It's not as intelligent and is still trying to attack the lizard friend. It wants something to eat.
Me too. I'm hungry. Let's eat it.
Okay. Can I?
I'm going to tie this one up.
Okay.
Bind his hands.
Durin?
I am out of rope, so I will not be tying anybody up. But you said this rat is still attacking us? This guy? The rat?
Yep.
I'm a ghost.
Do they take attacks of opportunities, Care?
Well,
Nope.
they're being tied up.
They already dropped their weapons.
You never trust a rat.
15 hit.
That is a hit.
Cleave its skull.
5 damage.
It manages to survive the impact.
Oh, I did forgot to make a con save.
Use
Care.
your
Make a
bonus
con
action to
save.
attack again.
Yeah, it was supposed to.
Wait,
And it got a 5.
how could I use my bonus action to attack again?
That is only
You're
3.
using a two-handed
That
action.
is enough. So
Maybe it's
in
a
that
good-
regard, Durin, you would have finished it off.
So,
Okay.
Bonus action attack only works if you have a weapon in your offhand.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is a great axe, so it's a two-handed weapon.
Yes.
Yep.
It's dead anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But good for me to know in the future.
Where are these others that you speak of?
He kind of tries to get himself stood up a little bit with a little difficulty with his hands being bound, or however Zaylin wanted to bind
so
him.
you assuming as I'm a bounty hunter and I capture foes normally, you would have safe to assume I have manacles on me.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
All right, then I'll use manacles for both of them.
Okay, you put the manacles on, but you notice his arms are extremely thin, and he could probably slip out of these pretty easy.
That's fine. It's still
They're
more of a.
police cuffs, Gary. They change shape.
It's more of just the symbolism thing. That the way I look at it. I'm not too worried about him running.
Okay.
He's a rat. You always got to worry about him running.
All right. So he starts to kind of oddly walk. Oh, it's almost like a wobble walk as he kind of wobbles. This way.
I will follow him.
Kind of heads down the stairs
Oh,
and
fuck.
wobbles his way down this way.
I could have absorbed that fucking spell you used on me.
No, that was not a spell.
Why are you
Well-
guys so different from the rest of the other rats?
Well, they're dead now, so.
We smart.
Yes, why are you smart though?
We eat the shinies. The shiny rocks. They make us grow big and strong.
How long have you been eating the shiny rocks?
Oh, a while. Yes.
How many of there are you?
Oh, there are many. Very many. We hide. We sneak. We go and see him.
He could be leading us into a trap. I'd be on edge.
Yep.
So I didn't copy him stupidly, but yeah, he's in here with you guys.
Sounds good. And I guess we see prisoners or dead
All
bodies.
right. So yes, you come into this room, and it looks like a makeshift kind of living quarters and prison room. Yes. See, we lots of views.
Is there anybody conscious?
You would have to inspect them.
Gonna go up to the blue one here.
I'll go up to the one lying down.
I'll check.
I'm
me.
going to stay down next to the tasty ratling
I assume the skeleton.
and lick my lips.
All right.
And I send
Lewis,
my
give me
bird
an
over there.
Because looting the dead means nothing to me.
Lewis,
What was that? Sorry, I was missed
medicine.
Medicine check. Okay.
Can I help him with that, or
Yeah, go ahead. Give him advantage. You are both inspecting that one.
yeah?
7.
Okay, so you inspect the person. You can tell she is still alive but unconscious. Carp,
Is he
in
shackled?
front of you, you can tell this guy was gutted and has been eaten on slightly.
What race is he?
Human.
Human?
You also notice, actually, and none of you would notice except for Zaylin. Zaylin, the person in front of you is a female with blonde hair, and she is wearing the cloaks you would know as the members of the Grey Cloak faction, the militia of the town.
Wouldn't we kind of all know that? Because don't they own one of the gates?
You guys have not met them, though. You guys have only been handling the outskirts and have not ventured anywhere near Shepherd's Gate.
Anything tasty over there?
This one's still alive. We need to get her out of here.
Is
How
she chained
badly
up?
injured is she? Do I need to heal her a little bit?
She is unconscious. If you would like, we can try to see if we can get her up.
You want me to cast my healing on her?
You can.
Yes,
Advise
sir.
it.
It probably couldn't help. Couldn't hurt.
You would know best of the heal.
What else do I have? Gentle. I do have gentle.
General Repose keeps a dead person from decaying.
Which is
Just
I guess
healing
is
word will
already-
be fine.
Yes, I will healing word her.
All right, so Josh casts his healing word on her, and
She
with
gets 4 health.
a large gasp, she just kind of awakens and looks around. What's going on?
We were led here by this rat. Are you okay?
Oh man, I think so. They ambushed
Kind of-
us as we were walking by.
I'm
Is
gonna
any
step-
of my unit still alive?
I'm gonna try to block the view of the guy who's been like brutally eaten and gutted.
I'm gonna try to do the same thing, even though I'm
That's
tiny.
not
It
the first
wasn't
thing that
me.
she
I did
sees.
not eat them.
The ratling kind of continues to scurry. This way,
No.
this way. My friends are this way.
He ain't scurrying. I'm holding him where he's at.
Okay.
So bring him back over here. He's my tasty treat.
I'll ask if
Can you walk?
is she chained up?
Yes, she is chained up.
Unchain her. This one's trying to lead us to his
Aaron,
friend.
see if you can't break those old chains.
I will try.
Can I swing my axe at them and try to?
Wait, Carrie, is this another tunnel then?
It looks like a sewer.
That is a sewer duct.
Is there any others like this?
Ah, yes, many more.
Are you lying to us, or are you trying to lead us to a trap, you tricksy ratling?
Roll insight.
Can I also attack the chain?
Yes.
Do I need an attack roll or just roll damage?
Yes, you do have to make an attack roll.
Oops.
Well, I
Plus
I
one.
don't-
Would
I
I
don't
also be
know.
able to roll insight since I'm with them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I recklessly attack the chain?
Oh, how about I just walk up and pick the fucking lock?
That works too.
12 on insight.
You both think he's being honest. Well,
He must
stupid,
be
he's
a-
being honest.
He must be a charismatic ratling.
It's really confusing, Tyler, that you have a jester character because I think that you're a bard and not a thief. Rogue.
I'm gonna find a new one. I just wanted to because it was
I
funny.
keep thinking that you're a bard.
This
Okay,
ratling says there's more humans down here. Let her free, and
How many more humans?
Oh, no, not humans. More ratlings.
We don't want more ratlings.
You
Ow.
guys will hear Durin mumbling under his breath that
Stupid chains I was getting out of
I'm gonna
the
turn and ask, do you have more of those shiny rocks?
We eat them.
How damaged? How hurt is this ratling?
He's pretty bloodied. He's
I
very
almost
beat up.
killed him
bruised.
with magic missile.
So I rolled a 20 to pick the locks on the chains.
All right, yeah, you have no problem picking it.
There are no other prisoners. This is it, correct?
Oh, they don't. No, this is it.
All right.
We
I'll
already
reach down and
rest.
help her up.
I'm going to look over
They
at
were very tasty.
at Vakas. Vakas, he's all yours.
Ooh, tasty.
Use your bite on him.
I'm gonna take a bite at him, but I can't use my healing one.
So, being the way I would think of is as a hunting group, we don't like abominations, and I would see this as one, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I would also be not happy with him holding someone captive like this. So I was, if you don't eat him, I'm gonna take a chunk out of him.
Ooh, really? You like eating ratlings too?
No.
Let's try to surround
Where's
her,
my
guys.
bite at? Oh, there it is too.
Crow! Raven, peck.
Does a 13 hit it?
13 doesn't. As you kind of
Actually,
reach
I
out
would
to
get- I would
chomp
get
him really
advantage.
quickly.
He is
He's
restrained. Yeah,
His arms are restrained, not his
that's
legs.
true.
He kind of, so as you kind of reach out and he sees that you're about to bite him, he kind of like panics and falls to the ground, and you miss. And as you do, he kind of quickly gets to his feet and scurries off and tries to run away.
Wait, I'm using my thingamajig on him.
Reaction.
Take a
Thingamajig.
con save.
Okay.
Would I get an attack of opportunity?
You would not. You was not quite close enough to get up to him. Plus, he disengaged.
Okay.
Josh, you got a 16.
God damn it, you cheater.
Would I get an attack off?
No, he got away.
Could I have moved up and taken a
Because
shot
he
with my
can't
bow?
dash because he disengaged.
He has cunning action just like you.
But he can't dash because he disengaged.
He used the cunning action to disengage, which is his bonus action.
Okay, well, hearing him, I'm going to run that way and then
I
bonus
will
action.
let anybody that wasn't doing something else this whole time make an attack.
I mean, I would have
Um,
just backed up. Do you want me to make an attack then?
And I'm going to say it's at disadvantage. So yes, you can. And so can Carp.
18.
Who's
Yeah,
picking the
That
lock?
is a hit.
At disadvantage?
Yes.
We'll let him roll damage. It might not matter.
It's a 15.
8 damage.
It's a 9.
All right. Carp's, your bolt did miss, but Zalen's did fly true. And as the rattling was trying to scurry away after Vakas tried to bite him, he's like, no. And he tries to scurry away quickly, and just before he reaches the sewers, the arrow connects, and he does fall down.
It sucks my bite's so hard to hit with.
My Raven pecks at him.
My meal!
He's fighting over the Raven. Fighting with the Raven for a meal.
Come with us. We'll get you back to your people.
You have like hundreds of pounds of food on you.
That is true.
And a
But
very large chunk of delirium.
I'm just gonna cut off an arm and eat it as.
I'm going to help the guard up.
Actually, I want to loot the rattling. What kind of weapons were those daggers?
Probably
They were just
correct.
regular daggers.
They're not like bone. or
He did
anything?
have studded leather armor, though.
Ooh, I want that actually. Isn't that really high?
It's better, yeah, than regular leather.
Oh wait, I don't wear armor now.
Yeah.
I can give that to Carp. Carp, there's some studded leather armor over here. It'd be very useful for you.
Maybe useful, but is that going to fit me?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
about your
he's-
size.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
He's a little bit
big.
bigger, but you could probably make it fit.
Oh, okay.
What
Plus,
is-
You can piecemeal it together, anyways.
What's the AC bonus?
I think it's 12. You might have to check. It might be 13.
Gotcha. It
Oh,
would
wait, I forgot you wear leather too, don't you?
me? No, I'm unarmed.
Back to the prisoner. My name is Petra. I'm a member of the Grey Cloaks. Thank you for saving me.
We'll get you back to your people. Do not worry.
Oh, thank you. That would be very much appreciated. I would never make it on my own. This city is far too dangerous to venture by yourself.
No one else in here looks like they'd even be close to remotely alive, correct?
No, and a couple of them you can tell were recently devoured.
Is there any useful morsels left on them? Maybe I'll take a bite.
Can I see?
Is he being serious? Is he really going to eat my unit?
No.
Yeah, he's kind of fucked, but we're used to him.
I was kidding.
He
Didn't hear that.
he doesn't mean it.
Hurry. Let's get out of here
Can I
before
Giving
any
you a
more come.
very odd and scared look right now.
All right, we're gonna move out as fast as we can. We don't want any more groups coming.
I want to look down this tunnel to see what I see.
It is pitch black all the way down. It's a very long tunnel.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll stick with the group.
Who's all hurt other than me?
Me? But I'm not
Is
bad.
it just us two, though?
Probably.
Well, I'm hurt, but not much.
I'm
I'm
fine.
fine.
I've done more damage to myself than they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I still have the most health in the party. I'm at about half, a little over half.
All right, it is 12:30. Would you guys like to end the session here?
Kinda.
I could keep going, but it's up to you guys.
It's up to you guys. I can
This
keep
is
going.
a fine stopping point.
Sure.
Carp is tired.
It's fine. Let's do one tomorrow. We're all off.
Are we?
I'm down.
I got plans tomorrow night, actually.
You do not.
All right,
Yeah, your
cancel
plans
those
is
and
to
we'll
play
just play.
D&D.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'd like to not cancel those.
Tell whoever you were gonna hang out with that it's real cool of them that they let you come play D&D with us.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm off Monday too, and I think most of us probably are, maybe aside from Josh.
Yeah, I have to work on that.
Yeah, I'm
There's
off
no
Monday
way I
still.
can do anything on Mondays.
You're off,
All
aren't
right,
you?
we will stop here, and you guys now get to decide what you're doing next.
So
Taking this bitch back.
Yeah, I'm taking her back. Well, so my thought is, well, I guess
do we take her to the gate, or do we just take her back with us?
I was going to suggest that once we get out, that once we're in the safety area, you guys go back to meet River, and I'll take her back because I know where it's at, and I've met them. They're not very fond of new people.
Okay.
If that's okay with the group.
But make sure that they give us credit for saving this lass.
Yes, that's no problem.
Yeah.
Except for Vakas, they're probably not going to like you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily know we like him. I don't know why we hang out with him.
I mean, I will eat you, dwarf.
You can
That's
try.
why we don't like you.
I'll eat all of you when you die. Do not worry.
Oh man.
All right, so
He says that with like absolute respect, like it's an honor
Yeah,
for it to
yeah.
happen.
Exactly.
Except maybe the dwarf.
so that'd be our plans then.
We are pretty tough and chewy. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, our immediate plans are to get out of here.
Get the fuck out of Dodge, bro.
How did this lady get beaten? Jeez.
Yeah, what the fuck?
There's a lot of rats. I mean, one person could be taken down by them. Especially
Well,
if
she
you're
had
not
a
ready.
whole crew with her.
But they're so tasty.
Especially
Well,
if she
she-
slipped and fell into a pit of spikes. Yeah, that sucks. You can happen to anybody.
She did say they got ambushed too, so.
Right?
Oh.
By a pit.
By spikes. The spikes
Alright.
ambushed me.
I'm going to bed, guys.
All right.
See ya.
Good night.
We will
So